You thought I was riffraff here on the E! channel. You ever watch this show?
I watch it. It's a little tough to get it in New York, but we're going to change that.
We're going to change that. Donald's going to change it. A lot of people say, hey, Howard, how did you get Donald Trump on the show? A lot of people will ask that because Donald is a man of fierce loyalty, but he is also fierce with his enemies. If someone is your enemy, you don't associate with them.
Well, I don't really like people that are enemies, and I like to destroy enemies, as you understand, as you do.
Yes, I have that same voodoo killer whamma jamma that everybody loves. I have that same killer instinct. Of course, I'm not a billionaire. That's the problem. I have the killer instinct, but I am not a billionaire. Donald Trump, I'll tell you how I became your friend. I saw Donald Trump as a victim. A victim. During the Ivana divorce case, I saw you as a victim. And people say, well, wait a second. Donald Trump isn't good to women. Donald Trump dates a lot of different women. Donald Trump was cheating on his wife. Donald Trump was doing this. I saw you as the victim in this case.
I like it.
You know why I saw you as the victim?
Why should I say anything? This is beautiful.
Should I tell you why I saw you as the victim? Because a lot of people at home don't know what to think of Donald Trump. There are people who hate you, right?
There are some people that dislike me intensely.
Are they jealous?
I hate to say they're jealous, but perhaps they are.
Are they jealous because you are living the life that they want to be living?
That could be.
That could be it. Let me tell you something what happened to Donald Trump, and I'll do it briefly. He was married to this Ivana. All right, like a lot of guys, you fell out of love. True?
True.
True?
True.
What is this, a courtroom? So you fell out of love with Ivana. Okay. You did a very honorable thing. You paid her $25 million for a divorce settlement.
That's true.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
The time you were in financial trouble.
The deepest trouble of my life, absolutely.
Were you truly in financial trouble?
Deep, deep trouble.
You were, they said that you were bankrupt, but wouldn't your corporation have been bankrupt? But you personally would not have been
Well, they thought
bankrupt.
I might be bankrupt. They didn't know. Nobody really understood, and perhaps I didn't even understand. But I was at a pretty low point in my life. This is about 2 years ago. And since then, a lot of great things have happened. But at that point, that was the lowest financial point in my life.
Could you have lost all of your personal money? I mean, could Donald Trump have been... You could have been a working stiff. You know how embarrassing it would be to be like Donald Trump and going to work at like a supermarket? Like he's the vice president of a supermarket? That would have been embarrassing, true?
Could have happened.
Could have happened. You were really nervous. And yet you were able to put together $25 million... Excuse me, I spit on you, Donald.
That's okay.
$25 million. I put together $25 million... You put together $25 million to pay your wife. And you said to your wife... By the way, you had gotten her to sign a prenuptial agreement, true?
That is correct.
How the hell did you get her to sign a prenuptial agreement? A lot of guys out there want to know about this.
For $25 million, it's easy.
But seriously, she knew that she could have half your empire. What's the move there? How do you say, hey, Havana, honey, sign this little agreement? How do you do it?
At the time, I mean, she was challenging the agreement. She was suing me for $2.5 billion. And when times really hit low, the worst day of my life, New York Times front page, Wall Street Journal front page, all of a sudden she called up and she said, I'll take the $25 million.
Yeah, but how did you get her to sign the prenuptial? Was this before, in other words, before you were married?
It really wasn't easy, but it worked out. I mean, it worked out.
So if you got her to sign it while you were married to her?
Before I was married, and then ultimately I had another one signed while we were married.
That is fantastic. That is unbelievable. If I was Ivana, I never would have signed. Never. Yeah. But hey, I'm no BIM. Let me tell you something. So there you did. That is truly the art of the deal, is it not?
I don't know if it's the art of the deal, but I will tell you she did sign it, and she should have lived up to it. And then after she got the money...
Exactly.
I think I know what you're going to say.
You gave her $25 million. He gives her the money. Now listen to this. He gives her the money, and she goes ahead and she writes a book. Now, part of the deal was if she took the $25 million, I'm spitting all over you.
It's okay, I don't mind.
And I shouldn't spit all over you because you have germ phobia, true?
I do have germ phobia.
You wash your hands how many times a day?
As many times as possible.
But you realize that's a psychological problem.
That could be a psychological
But there's no way for you to get rid. You cannot overpower this problem.
Well,
you know that.
You know, so far I haven't left to wash my hands.
I mean, theoretically, you know, because that's obsessive compulsive, right?
You're a clean guy.
Have you ever gone to a psychiatrist to eliminate that problem?
No.
That's called hand.
I like it. I like
compulsion.
cleanliness. Cleanliness is a nice thing. Not only hands, body, everything.
How else does that compulsion take form? In other words, you're also all your women are AIDS tested. True?
Well, hopefully they don't have AIDS.
How do you get the women to get the AIDS test? That's the best part of this interview. How do you say to a woman, here you date beautiful women. You got Marla Maples, you got other various models, all models, true?
Well, not all models, but beautiful women. I tend to like beautiful women more than unattractive women. I don't know, maybe that makes me bad.
Join the club. And with this face, it's no problem getting beautiful women. When you got a mug like this, they all go for you. So in other words, you say to them, hey, I'll sleep with you. I'm Trump. I'm worth billions. I can change your life. You go take an AIDS test. Do you have a special doctor that you trust?
That rumor started getting out there, and somehow that story is going out, and it is a good idea.
I thought you started that
rumor.
Well,
no, I didn't start it. It was in an article, and you know how articles are. It starts, and it just keeps getting repeated.
So the girls don't have to take an AIDS test?
Not really. I'm just very careful, though.
Really?
I own 25% of Goodyear Tire and Rubber.
You wear a rubber. Hey, there you go. There's something interesting. You don't hear that every day on TV. So in other words...
But I am very careful with the people. But you can't be too careful.
Why not? You got a great life.
Can I tell you what?
But AIDS
is a
attacks
disaster.
Everyone. Yes.
It attacks everybody, and who knows?
And let's face it, you have a lot of girlfriends, true?
I like a lot of people.
Hey, who doesn't? Well, so anyway, getting back to it. You get Ivana to sign this prenuptial agreement, and what does she do? Donald says to her, I'll give you the $25 million, but don't write about me. Don't talk about me. Personally, I'd shut my mouth for $10 million.
The one big condition.
The one big condition.
The one big condition.
So what does she do there? She goes, I want to write a book. I want to write a book. It's fiction. It's not a true story. What I will do is I won't call the man in the book the Donald. I'll call him the Ronald. And the book was clearly about you, was it not?
It was. It was.
And you are entitled to that $25 million back.
If there was a judge with courage, and I heard you saying this once on your morning show, on the radio show, if there were a judge with courage, they would give me that $25 million back, yes.
Now, which is better, the old Ivana or the new Ivana? Isn't it the ultimate trip to have a wife or a woman change her whole physical appearance just to keep you, Donald Trump? That, to me, my wife, if she would even go on an exercise regimen for me, I'd be happy. She's walking around, she doesn't care what she looks like. But really, Ivana, I feel, in order to hold on to you, really did a remarkable makeover. Am I correct?
Well, I don't want to talk about what she did or whatever, and she's a good woman, and I'll always love her.
She's not a good woman, Donald. I'm going to tell you something. Any woman, after you give her $25 million, you don't have to say she's a good woman. She's not a good woman. She's the mother of your children, that's true.
True.
But that's it. That's as far as it goes.
Well, but
she's screwing you. She screwed you on this. I'm saying, you don't have to say it. You sit there quiet. I'm saying, for $25 million, she should keep her mouth shut. True?
She should not have said anything.
Of course.
She should not.
A deal is a deal.
She should not have done commercials. She should not have done what she did. She did it, and there's litigation on this whole point, and it'll be interesting to see what a judge rules.
Well, I certainly would rule on your favor, and it's true.
Why can't you be a judge?
I'm not a judge, although I have the hair of a judge, an English judge. So let's get, do I have to take a break? Okay. I'm going to take a break, Donald. When we come back, I want to explore the various women you're dating. I have pictures.
Explore them in what sense?
Because I want to look at pictures of them. Okay. I have exercise videos of Marla Maples.
The originals?
I have great stuff. Right. I've got all different pictures of the models. Then we'll evaluate the different models.
And we'll choose the best.
And we will choose the best ones. Because you are living my fantasy life. You really are. Okay. With all that money. Then we'll talk about your money. Then we'll look in your wallet. And we'll see how much money you have in your wallet.
Okay.
I'm very curious. Donald Trump, back on the E channel, right? Whatever it is. E. They call it E. Right after this. Hey, I'm sitting here with Donald Trump. This is E. I'm Howard Stern. What an interview program. We're at the E. And we're talking about my favorite topic, women. Why does a woman date you, Donald? Why does a woman date you?
I don't know, Howard. I know that it's something that I work at, and it's
Do you think it's the money only?
I hope not. I will say this. I have a lot of wealthy friends. A lot of them. They can't get a date. No matter what they do, they try like hell and they can't get a date.
Wealthy guys.
Wealthy guys.
And you once said that the best way to treat a woman is to treat her like duty.
No, I never said that. But
you never did?
It was attributed to me.
But I'll tell you something. I agree with that statement. They don't listen otherwise. I tell you, women are troublemakers. I couldn't get women. I don't get... You, what? Shut up. Bunch of dummies working here. So you never did say that?
No, I never said that, but it was attributed to me.
I see. So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good, all right. Somewhere in between.
I do. I treat women with great respect.
Treat women somewhere in between respect and doo-doo. All right, very good. Now, let's get to the women. Let's see pictures. That's what I'm into, okay? Number one, let's get to, here's a woman that you are associated with. Her name is Frederique. She is a lingerie model. Wow. This is a girl who was your girlfriend. Now,
well, she's a really good friend, and she's a great woman, and she's going to be very successful as time goes by in terms of other things. But right now, she's one of the most successful models. She works for Victoria's Secret.
I would do the Heine dance for her. How did you meet this beautiful woman?
You know, I don't even know. I mean, just matter.
Did you go through the catalog and pick? Said, got him, need him, got him?
No, but when I found out who she was, I got the catalog and checked it out.
You did?
She's really beautiful.
And you called her on the phone and said, I would like to meet with you?
Well, it just worked out that I got to meet her, and she's really an outstanding woman.
How long between the time that you meet her and the time that, how long is it, the time period between you meeting her and going into the bed?
I knew that was going to happen.
How much time does it take Donald Trump to close that deal?
Well, Frederick, I must tell you this. Frederick
Yes.
is just a friend. Different women, different things.
Yes.
Frederick is just a friend.
You have not scored with her? You have not kissed her? You've not gotten to second base, third base, fourth base?
It's such a personal thing. Perhaps you wouldn't want to even talk about it.
Will it ruin your chances with her if you do mention something like that?
Probably not.
Is it not true that you picked up 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍 at the airport this morning?
Ooh.
Yes, I read about that.
Information.
So if she hears about that, will it ruin your scene, or are you allowed to be?
Probably not.
You will not?
No, it won't.
Unbelievable.
You said that women like being treated badly.
Yes. So the more they think you're desirable, the more they will go for you.
There's something to that. It's sick, isn't it?
Woman number 2, picture of Stephanie Seymour. Now, you claim you did not sleep with this one, but that's Stephanie Seymour?
That's Stephanie Seymour.
Oh, look at her.
She's Axl Rose's girlfriend.
Ooh, look at that. Is there anything wrong with her?
Nothing whatsoever.
That's perfect, right?
It's awfully close.
That's awfully close. Oh, and I wish I could see her body. I could only imagine what is there.
You can see her body.
I can?
Yeah.
Where can I see her body?
How about Victoria's Secret also?
You have not had her? You had her.
No.
Did you not?
No,
she was your girlfriend for a while.
I didn't have her.
You were rumored to have her.
I didn't have her either.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm being serious. I really, everyone...
Well, what the hell I got you here for? You didn't have anybody. This one's a friend, that one...
They're all friends. Everyone's a friend.
All right, next, let's take a look at 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍. Oh, 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍, we don't have a picture of. 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍 was the girl who said she kissed you?
That's right. And then had a news conference the next day and announced that we're great lovers.
So she took advantage of it.
And I didn't even know. Well,
that you didn't like?
I mean, I didn't like it. She was on the front page of every newspaper in the country, and I didn't like it.
Why are you rumored to be with 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍𝗿?
That I don't know because I don't know her. I never met her.
Put a picture up. You never met her?
No, I never met her.
But yet you are rumored to have been with her.
She's gorgeous. Put a picture up anyway.
Here's a picture. That looks like me. Oh, there she is.
Isn't she
okay.
great?
Yeah,
But I don't know her. I never met her.
Very beautiful.
Is that the rumor?
Yes, the rumor is that you had her, or that you claim to have had her.
No, I never claimed because I don't know her, but she's great looking, I tell you.
All right, then you had former Miss America Caroline Sapp. Now, her you had, true?
Well, there's a big story about that because I was a judge in the Miss America pageant. She happened to win the Miss America pageant.
And then you dated her afterwards?
No. People think I dated her before the pageant.
I see.
Caroline Sapp is a nice woman who's going to be hopefully a great tribute to America.
Got you. Now, what about, okay, well, here's the best one, I think. 𝗵𝗲 𝗵𝗍. Now, let's take a look at some of her pictures. I put together a montage of 𝗵𝗲. Donald's had her. Let's see. Now, that's the, oh, look at that. What is that like when she is in bed with you, Donald? Just give the guys at home a rap on that.
Well, I think that's her video, and hopefully it's going to sell very well. It just came out. I hear it's doing good.
I mean, when she, the first time you were alone together, nude.
It is a beautiful structure. There's no question about it.
Absolutely perfect. And she's not wearing underpants in that video, is that correct?
I'd suspect not.
Absolutely. Very good. Isn't that fabulous? I tell you something, and you know she's doing absolutely nothing with that dumbbell. I mean, it really is, I mean, what is that? That doesn't make you look like that.
No.
That is unbelievable. Now look at this. Oh! All right, enough. My heart.
Now tell me, do you believe that if you take the average woman and you give her a dumbbell and she does that for about 3 minutes a day...
It doesn't work.
End up like...
You know, these dopey women buy this. They figure they're going to look like 𝗵𝗲 𝗵𝗍. They end up looking like my grandmother. All right, let's see who else we have on this list. Well, of course, there's Ivana. We have Ivana there. You had her. I think Ivana is great. Now, that's the old Ivana. I used to say, hey, what's Donald doing with the old Ivana? You know what I mean? She was all right, nothing great. But what was it? The new hairdo? Is it a new nose? What is it?
It's a new something, but she really...
Is it a new nose, Donald?
She's doing a good job in life, I think. She really is. She hasn't had it so easy. I mean, she got all the money in the world. She's got all the money in the world, but...
She has had it easy.
Well...
You made it easy for her.
I'll tell you what. She's got $25 million, and then she goes out and tells everybody how hard she has to work. Okay?
Quickly, give me my chart. I want to know from Donald. Quickly, give me my chart. I have a chart here. All the women in a row. Here we go. Look. Look at this.
We're going to pick a winner?
Now, let's see. Who is best? You got number 1, Frederic, Stephanie Seymour, 𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗍, Paulina. Now, who is the best? When it comes down to
let's take this one off because this is not fair.
Why is that not fair?
Because you don't want to compare your wife to anybody.
All right, something tells me she's right here.
So let's put her.
You wouldn't have left her if she wasn't there. We're putting her right there.
Off.
Where's 𝗵𝗲 go?
I think we have to put 𝗵𝗲 right up here.
Come on, let's do that. Let's take down Frederic.
I think we have to put 𝗵𝗲 right up.
All right, put 𝗵𝗲. Show the video while we put 𝗵𝗲 on top. She wins the grand prize.
It's hard to compare the ones that, as you say, you didn't have.
Right.
Let's see, 𝗵𝗲, I don't know.
Take her down.
Stephanie, I know, but I never had.
Right.
Etc. Etc.
All right. So basically, had her, need her, don't need her, had her, had her. Excellent. Well, there it is. When we come back, we're going to get into the financial aspect of your life.
Very good.
We'll talk more about women. There's got to be more stuff on that. There's plenty going on with Donald Trump, and you will learn it all right here on E, right after these words. E. Look here, Donald Trump. Let me tell you, it's not easy to get Donald Trump. Donald did not want to come on the show until he saw a couple of shows. He wanted to make sure it was the right show for you. Am I correct?
You do a good job, Howard. You always have done a good job, and you've done a really good job.
You know, you're very laid back today. You're very relaxed.
I'm low-key.
You feel relaxed.
I'm relaxed with you.
You're a low-key guy.
Why wouldn't I be relaxed with you? You're a friend of mine.
Are you at war with, let's talk about some of your enemies. Are you, hey, you know something? Hey, this is a big, hey, here's big news. Donald tells me during the commercial, you guys are going to love this at home. This is an exclusive as far as I know, Donald.
Go ahead. What did I say?
This has never been aired before. We saw all the pictures of his girlfriends in the last segment. Donald's new girlfriend, I have a picture of her. She is a model. 𝗵𝗲 is her name?
Who?
𝗵𝗲?
Never heard of her.
Supposedly this is your new girlfriend. Here she is. That's her. Is that true? Do you admit? She is gorgeous. 𝗵𝗲. That don't even look like me. You know, I'm not a bad-looking girl. Let me see that again. What do you think, Donald? I think I'm a better-looking girl than I am a guy. Could you tell that's me?
That's not bad. That's a good body, I'll tell you that.
It's a damn good... You know, that's my real body. That's the shame of it. I got a real problem. You know what it is? I drank a lot of milk when I was young, and I grew breasts. Donald, that is 𝗵𝗲. Yes.
Not bad.
You got a little nervous when I said that.
No, I did. I was trying to figure out who and what we spoke about during the commercial.
Where's your wallet? Where is your wallet?
Here and here.
All right, let me see your wallet. Let me see what you got on it. Let me see what kind of money you carry on you. Has anybody ever asked to look in your wallet?
Never happened before.
I'm curious. They always say are you now back to being worth $1 billion?
I don't know. It depends. You know, how do you value things like the Plaza or the Taj Mahal or Trump Plaza in Atlantic City or, you know, different things? Real estate is down, but it's coming back up strong.
Yeah, but I mean, when you go over your personal finances, are you worth...
I don't know. I'm just doing really well.
You're set now, right? Am I correct?
Things are really good.
Let me see your wallet. Come on, open up your wallet. Let me just see if you got my cash in there.
I'll tell you what.
Let's see what you got.
I'll tell you what I'll show you.
Open it up. Let me see that. Let me see. Look at this.
What?
Right here.
Anything you want, Howard.
Let me see. Let me see what that is. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at all that. How, girls?
Isn't that nice?
That could be yours. What an advertisement. You know, you ought to go on TV and just go, hey, girls, right here. You know, I often said if I was single, how I would get girls, I would go like that. I would go walk around like this.
It makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
It would really work. I'm going to take a break. We come back. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to get to everything.
Good.
Talk about your hotel business. Talk about women. Talk about 𝗵𝗲, your new girlfriend.
Good.
And we'll be back right after this.
Weekend on E, the outrageous half-hour interview hosted by Howard Stern with guest Donald Trump.
How long is it the time period between you meeting her and going into the bed?
I know. I knew that was...
How much time does it take Donald Trump to close that deal?
All this weekend on E! Entertainment Television.
Here he is, one of the richest dudes in the world, Donald Trump. There he is. Yet we've learned some interesting things. He's very wealthy, and yet he's a prisoner of obsessive-compulsive disorder. You have to wash your hands how many times a day?
Well, as many as possible.
True that you have to drink through a straw?
Not only my hands, by the way.
You have to drink through a straw?
I'd prefer drinking through a straw if I'm going out to a restaurant.
Because you are afraid that the glasses can be contaminated?
They certainly can be.
You know, so I got to tell you something. I'm as paranoid as he is. You know that when I go to a urinal, I am afraid to go in a urinal?
Hey, how about the guys that stand there grabbing the urinal for balance? Okay?
Yeah, I would never grab...
Tell me. You ever watch? I watch in amazement. They're standing there grabbing the urinal for balance.
There are guys holding a urinal, and then they're touching themselves.
And then they come up and they say, Mr. Trump, I'm a big fan. I'd like to shake your hand.
When a guy comes up to you and wants to shake your hand...
And then you're a bad guy.
Right.
When you say, excuse me, you were just holding the urinal.
Now, I do the same exact thing. I just say to a guy, not only are you holding the urinal, you're holding yourself, and I don't want to shake somebody's hand. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's incredible.
Because
and you know what? They're nice
people.
Can I tell you? They're nice people. They have no idea what they've just done.
You're wrong. Now you're lying. They're not nice people. They're not thoughtful. I'll tell you something. I go to the bathroom. I wash my hands. I don't go up to a guy and ask him to shake hands.
I don't think they know the difference, Howard. I think they do it out of niceness. They don't think that they were just holding the big wonger. And you know, they go up.
It's very true.
They go up, and
yes.
they want to shake your hand. They're not doing it to be bad people.
You're a wild guy using those dirty words. You know that?
Okay, I've seen some wild things.
Using words like a wonger. You're getting out of control on here. Let me tell you something. I'm here with Donald Trump. We are talking about some of your enemies. We're talking about drinking through a straw. There are enemies out there. Absolutely. You do not like 𝗏𝗏, the former mayor of New York?
Major.
Look at this. Hold it a second. Well, why does everyone come on this show and want to use dirty words? What is it? Why? Because what am I, shock jock or something? You're more shocking than I am.
No, he is really a guy that didn't do a very good job as mayor. The city's paying paying a price. And, you know, hey, just not a good guy.
Do you ever cry? Are you ever weak?
I haven't recently.
You have never cried?
Yeah, we're all weak. I think we're all weak. I think we all cry at some point, but I haven't for a long time.
Are you at war with your own brother?
No.
You like him?
I like him.
You like his wife? Isn't his wife a pain in the ass?
She's fine.
She's a pain in the ass. I see it in your eyes. You want to say she's a pain in the ass and you can't. Is she a pain in the ass?
She likes the ballroom scene. She likes the social scene. She's into the world of socialites.
You're not into that?
No, I'm not.
So you don't like her?
I didn't say I don't like her. I say that she's different from me.
You see your brother a lot?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So you are close
I have a really good relationship.
And the kids you have a good relationship with, even though they say you're not having a good relationship with the kids?
With my kids?
Yeah, with the kids.
We just got back from a week in Aspen. We have a great relationship.
Oh, I would love that. That's unbelievable. I would like a week in Aspen. Although I'm a 7'5" gork. I can't even stand up on skis. Well, you're having a great life, Donald Trump. I thank you for coming here.
Thank you.
And I wish you a lot of luck. Your casinos are doing better than ever.
They're doing really record business now. They're doing number 1, 2, and 3. We're doing tremendous business.
So anyone in goes to Atlantic City should go to Trump Casino.
I hope so.
Am I right? Or the Taj Mahal?
Or the Taj Mahal.
Well, there you have it. You learned everything. What the hell did you learn? You know you learned nothing on this show? I talk more about myself than the guest gets to talk. But I want to thank you, Donald. We'll see you next time here on the Howard Stern Interview.
Thank you, Howard.
It's always fun.
That's good.
Always fun.
Hey now. I was just looking at Tim Sabian's program director's email, and he's got like cool little, like after his name, he's got a whole thing that, like the Howard Stern fist logo, and he's got, I'm so computer unsavvy. I don't have cool stuff when I write an email. Like, look at this. Like, he's got the Howard Stern logo and all his phone numbers and contact numbers. It's kind of cool.
Are you talking, is that his JPEG?
Yeah, JPEG file, I guess he makes it with, but I can't do any of that.
I just threw out JPEG. I heard that.
Yeah, I see people's email, and sometimes it has a special little thing, and I wonder how they do.
I just have regular crappy email.
What do you mean? You can have like a...
Like you see, he's got like logos after his name, and...
That's cool.
And you can sort of program them into your computer so that you hit signature, and that goes on.
It goes right in.
That's good.
You got that, Bob. Bob Levy's joining us this morning. And by the way... See, Bob's on the computer all the time. He's on that Stern Fan Network all the time. Like, you know computer stuff, I guess.
Not really. I just know the message board and porn, basically.
Oh, but
that's it.
You don't know how to, like, make these cool stationery.
Not at all. You can tell by the emails I send in about me here.
Yeah, I was reading one the other day. It was almost illiterate.
It wasn't. They have a Bob Levy automatic thing that spells wrong, and they send in emails now.
Is that what it is?
Yes, that's what they made up on the site.
We should tell it was you, because they said they liked the Miserable Men show. Miserable was spelled with a Z.
Well, it's funny. Like, when I get email from people, and I'm sure I make mistakes in my email. I'm no Rhodes Scholar, but it really does change your opinion of them. Like, I think you're a really bright guy because, you have funny jokes, and, like, at the roast, you come up with all this funny stuff. And then I read one of your emails, and I realize you're, like, operating on the level of a 6th grader.
Well, yeah.
He's a funny 6th grader.
Yeah.
I'm the funniest kid in school.
Hey, what's going on with my microphone? It's loose. Let me see if I can tighten it up. Yeah, who cares? Gives a crap. Yeah, it just like I really love Tim Sabian. I think he's a bright guy. But then the other day he said, please have patience, meaning, sit still for a while. And he spelled it P-A-T-I-E-N-T-S. Patience.
And how do you spell it, Levy?
I think P-A-T-E-I-N-C-E.
Oh, boy.
Well, you're closer than Tim was. You got to transpose that I-E, I before E.
Yeah, right. Yeah, who plays that game?
Except after C. You ever learn that one?
I before E, except when you're a dumb fuck.
Don't make me hit you with a devil dog. Look at this fucking thing. I feel like I'm in a deli here. Look at this shit.
I was going to give you a fucking break until you brought up the devil dog. She's already got the Joe Cocker of comedy over here. He's going like this guy.
Whenever Bob talks, his arms flail.
I don't know why that happens.
You do a Joe Cocker move. Artie got a case of devil dogs.
Dude, look at these.
About 11 o'clock yesterday, we're still on the air. This dude comes in and says, Artie, I love you.
Look at the size of them.
You've gone through one carton already.
Here's another one.
They're not all done.
How many have you gone through? How many have you eaten since 11 o'clock yesterday?
Half of it.
Half of it.
Wow. And how many in a box? Do you know?
There's 8 of them, so there's 4.
Can we keep track? Could you write on the side of the box yesterday's date so that we know how long it takes you to finish off a crate?
Well, I would, but I started my regimen, so you're out of luck.
What regimen is that?
I don't know if I'll be eating. Well, I'll be eating, but I tried to jog yesterday. What a fucking disaster.
How bad was
the
it?
kid here, I paid the kid half of the money
to run from me.
for my iPod, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm already fucking pissed off at the kid. He's got $300 of my money. I told him every Springsteen album ever. He doesn't have Darkness on the Edge of Town. He has the Jerry Maguire soundtrack in here. Wait till I see this fucking kid. I'm going to strangle him.
Where'd you get where'd you find this kid?
He's a kid. He's a good kid. He's got more work to do. This kid, Teddy, he does the board on a wrap-up show. Nice guy. So he's doing it for me. But I tried this. Look at that fucking little thing, the mini iPod. So I tried jogging yesterday, 6 minutes. 6 minutes on the thing. And
why don't you walk a little?
You know what? I went right into the jog, and I almost had a heart attack.
What do you set it at?
6 for now.
Well, that's pretty good.
Because when I'm in good shape, I can do 8.
Yeah, 8. Nice. For how long?
About half an hour.
No kidding.
Yeah, when I'm in good shape.
When's that?
Which hasn't been since 1983.
I was going to say, we've never seen it.
No. Actually, when I first came here, I was halfway decent.
Hey, I'm going to show you something that'll blow your mind. You know who this is a picture of?
Oh, wow. Is that Arthur Lang?
It's Artie Lang in high school. Like, look
my
man.
God.
It almost looks human.
Where the fuck did you get that? Well, I know where you got it.
He's only got 2 chins in that picture.
Yeah, that's me. Look at that head of hair.
You didn't look half bad, bro. Did you get chicks back then?
I did all right.
I bet you got laid back then.
I'll show you a picture of my girlfriend. She wasn't halfway bad.
The smirk on your face is your smile's kind of lopsided, but you look good.
I don't know. I mean, they took the worst smile ever, but
it doesn't look like a guy headed to summer school.
Look at that suit.
I'm wearing, well, that's not even a suit. I'm wearing shorts in that picture.
He bought that at Please Don't Fuck Me.
.com.
Yeah. Oh, let's see your fucking high school shot.
Based on the spelling, I don't think he graduated high school.
I got him for 8 years.
I'm sure we all look like a young fucking Bob Redford in high school.
Yeah. Well, Bob Levy joins us. Bob, of course, is going to be this weekend, Friday and Saturday, at Mardi Gras in Scottsdale, Arizona. Bet you're glad, Artie, you don't have to be there.
Mardi Gras in Scottsdale. I think you missed.
That's where you want to go to Mardi Gras.
It's a great place. A lot of hot chicks out there.
Forget it. Scottsdale, Arizona is insane for women. Insane.
For tickets, go to VOTS Live, VOTSLIVE.com or RevBobLevy.com.
Nobody's showing up.
VOTS Live.
I don't know what the hell that means.
He'll tell you, they have a club out there, Howard, the Improv in Tempe. It's actually where I did my DVD. It's basically on the Arizona State campus.
Oh.
The first 5 rows are just all Pam Andersons. I mean, It's unbelievable, Arizona. And they're all like kind of nice. They're not like L.A. where they don't talk to you. They have agents and shit. Like, they're fucking beautiful women.
Will you eat their ass?
I will eat a lot of ass this weekend.
Levy's going to be on an ass-eating fest this weekend.
I'm coming back with hepatitis E.
All right. E as in E. coli. Nice.
Hepatitis C, that old fuck. He just licked my ass.
I was, since we had on yesterday this, expert on eating feces, which is disgusting. It was just playing on the replay. I was thinking with you eating all that ass, like strange ass, aren't you, supposedly you could swallow E. coli and get all kind of horrible diseases.
Well, I'm not going to worry about that. I can't even spell. You think I'm going to worry about that? Please.
Right. You have nothing to live for.
No.
How's things going in your marriage? Are you still living in the basement?
Yeah, but I mean, we're actually getting along really good now. So,
dating?
I wouldn't say dating. I mean, I ordered Chinese food the other day, if you want to count it as that.
Are you back to screwing her? Or?
No. I'm still jerking off into a sock in the basement.
You got a girlfriend, though, right?
No, we broke up.
You trying to woo the wife back?
Yeah, I'd rather be at home with my kid and wife, you know. Like, all women are crazy, you know what I mean? They're all fucking crazy.
Is that what you figured out?
Yes, I finally figured
Way
it
to
out.
go. Might as well stay home.
No, they should have an expiration date. Please fuck before this date, because they're going to go fucking nuts. Yeah, they fucking turn on you. I don't want it anymore. Yeah. You know?
You've given up on sex?
No, I'll fuck him on the road, but I ain't hanging out with him.
Bring your wife on the road.
That's why, like you know, whenever Beth and I talk about it, and I talk to Robin about marriage and all that kind of stuff, I go, you know, things are going so well. Maybe it's marriage that sours them.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want her to change. She's so great.
A lot of people have that theory. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, then you get married and they feel like they got you locked in, and they just, you know, they just stop screwing. They stop.
Exactly.
They stop doing everything. And they start yelling at you and bossing you around.
In front of people. The nerve of these bitches.
Yeah, they become your mom.
Exactly.
I mean, not that ever, you know, I don't think Beth would change, but you can be sure. I said to her, you know, it could be like you say, like a milk carton.
Yeah.
What's the expiration date? Is it the date of your marriage?
I think so. That's when it starts ticking. It's the ring. Something in the fucking ring that does it to women.
Sometimes those maybe diamonds cause some sort of poisoning.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I keep recycling the same one each way.
It's like kryptonite. Look what it did to Superman, that rock.
That's why I'm going to make my wife put some work into the ring. Like, I'm just going to give her a rock, and she's got to do the rest.
He's not kidding.
She's got to set it.
He's got it with him still.
Yeah, Artie went down on vacation to ask Dana to marry him for the 90th time. And he goes down there, and he brings a diamond, but no setting, nothing.
It's in a piece of tissue paper.
Yeah, loose diamond.
And then you asked her to marry you, right?
No.
You never did?
We never got that far, no.
Yeah, I think they fought or something.
Our argument over breakfast fucked that up.
Right. He didn't have the welding machine to put the ring together.
How romantic you were going to hand her like an unfinished ring.
Here, do something with this.
I honestly, people said to me, what were you thinking? Like, I mean, Robin's one of them. And I really, you know, my crazy fear of commitment, I really felt like, okay, if you like this, then we can go to the next level of setting it. Like,
you know what my shrink would probably say is, like, you really are afraid to fully commit.
Right.
Like, you know, you can't open up your heart all the way. So, like, in a way, you couldn't even fully give her the ring. Like, you need to do everything in steps.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, Jesus Christ, by the time we book a band, it would be like 7 years from now.
I think about you, man. It's like, you've got a good setup with that mom cooking everything for you, and you got your own place. And
you don't want to fuck that up.
I've had worse setups, absolutely.
You got some dough in the bank, you got the TV, you got the games going, you got the friggin' huge Parmesan Hero sandwiches. I
have two TVs.
You got half a ring.
Yeah. Diamond.
I still can't figure out.
Look at us assessing Artie's net worth. You got that stone.
That rock.
Yeah.
But I can't figure out what he was going to do at dinner when he was going to show her the diamond. Were you going to just unfold the paper in the middle of the table?
Oh, my sexy love.
It's a big diamond. I thought you'd get freaked out.
Baby, look what fell off the truck.
We found the rock.
Calm down over there.
All I know is Levy's rolling real good. He's going to end up punching your head off.
I know. I'm thinking about putting a fucking catcher's mask on.
What does he do? He just keeps hitting you every time?
He makes a joke and it goes, you know, like...
Yeah.
His arms flail.
Yeah, I'm like a bad
like Robbie the Robot.
Yeah.
He's got half a rock.
Leave him alone. He's doing good.
No, look, I don't want to fuck with his head, but Jesus Christ, I want to stay safe.
Move over a little, though. Hey, Levy, here, do your Joe Cocker. Here you go.
He's got half a rock.
I got a good show for you today. I stayed here all yesterday planning out the show like in a professional way.
Really?
Wow, nice.
Yeah, got a lot of good bits here. What? Then it was a Bubba show for like 2 hours.
Oh, yeah,
I
you called in.
I heard the first part of Bubba's show. When did you call in?
What would you do if I sang out of tune?
And your wife kicked you out of the house.
And walk out on me. Lend me your ears and I'll
sing you a song.
But I'll try not to sing out of key.
And I'll try not to catch hepatitis C.
There you go. And there goes Levy.
I can't stop moving now.
Oh, yeah.
I tell old jokes.
This guy's still alive, too, Joe Cocker.
Well, why wouldn't he be?
I don't know. Like, he just thought he was going to drop dead. He was a big mess.
Was he a drug guy, or did he just get into the music? Is that why he was like this, or was he a big drug guy?
If I ate some strange ass on you? Hepatitis E. What'd you say, Art?
I said, was he known as a drug guy, or was he, like, just into the music, and that's why he was so freaked
People
out?
thought he had CP or some sort of spastic thing going, but I think it's just he was into the music, and, you know how you play air guitar and you look all screwy.
Did you ever see the Saturday Night Live where Belushi comes out next to him?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's classic.
It was so funny.
I think there's a person on the planet that hasn't seen that.
Yeah, because Cocker doesn't know what to do. He's like, fucking the guy next to him. Like,
he's making fun of me.
Yeah, right.
I'll be goofed on. James, you're on the air. Take a couple of phone calls. Bob Levy with us today. We got a pretty open schedule today. Beetlejuice is going to stop by, a good friend of Bob Levy's. They're in the Whack Pack together.
We all love Beetlejuice. They're in the Whack Pack together.
Is Bob in the Whack Pack?
I spell like one, so I could be.
I was just busting his balls.
Bob's known as the CP comedian.
Hey, James, what's going on?
Are you stroking your cock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Blue Iris is on the phone, too. I'll get to her next.
Oh, God.
She's going to go on the Sybian.
No.
Yeah.
Of all the things she says, my favorite might be where she just goes, yeah. Yeah.
I like when she goes negligee, because you don't even know what she's saying.
Negligee.
Negligee.
There is no L in negligee.
That's when I spell it.
Yeah. Can I put my finger in your ass?
I'm touching my breast.
Yeah, black cock.
I wanted to comment on the Mike Walker fart. Funny as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to get Mike on the air, so... you know.
What Mike Walker fart? You're talking about the Mike Walker shit in the pants incident.
Really?
That was definitely. He's probably still cleaning that up.
Here, I can play that if someone tells me what page it's on. This is 47 pages. Anybody know offhand, Gary? Help me out. For those of you who...
Hold on.
It's like a whole thing to find anything.
Gary, preview page 2.
Oh, I hate this system. Let's see. Mike Walker farts. Yeah, this is, Richard, first of all, Mike Walker's crazy. He's waiting to go on, and he keeps his mic up. He should turn the mic down. Because Richard just...
No, he shouldn't.
Richard listens to him the whole time.
Yeah, he let us into his world.
What's
He's going to be very sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's Richard taping Mike Walker, waiting to come on our show, and Mike's sitting there listening to the show, and then he just farts, but you could tell he's just like he's really pushing. I'm very proud of what's going on.
It's better with the headphones on.
Really sound like he killed a midget in there or something.
I gotta hear that again.
We were saying it sounds like somebody's playing a trumpet in his fart.
In a bathtub.
And by the way, his ass isn't up to the mic. I mean, that's coming through.
Yeah, can you imagine how loud it really was?
That chair's in front of his house now.
He blew a hole in
He
it.
put his ass up to the mic. Yeah, we would have got blown out.
See,
I'm very proud of what's going on.
The Mike Walker shit game.
I never thought I'd say this, but I can't wait for the next guy.
You know, it's funny. I keep waiting. Like, I bear the brunt of everything. Like, you guys don't deal with Mike. I deal with Mike. He's got my cell phone number. And when I get a call from Mike, it really is like the principal calling.
Gary?
No, it's not Gary. He goes, Gary.
Gary.
He does. He really does. And he goes, listen. And then it's usually I get scolded for, like, something we said.
But he's a dude, man. He
No,
can't be uptight about farting, man. We all fart.
Yeah, but not on Mike to be, you know.
Yes, I do.
In perpetuity.
What else I got? This is Mike. We also tape Mike. He plays congas before he does the gossip game.
And let me say something, because we've never said it. He doesn't play the congas well.
Right, of
I
course.
disagree.
He farts great.
His farting is good.
This is his conga and fart. And then finally, this is Mike Walker conga-ing, farting to walk this way.
Then you got Mike Walker farting and congaing to the Addams Family.
Oh, it's endless.
And James, it's a special treat to you. If you name your favorite song, I can conga and fart to it.
How about Metallica, Ain't My Bitch?
Fred, if you would put up Metallica, Ain't My Bitch.
It's going to be fun.
I wasn't thinking along those lines, but I think I can pull it off if you put that song on. If we have it. We should have that. Ain't My Bitch.
Is that off Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All?
No, that's the newest stuff.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ooh. Oh, my.
I wonder if we have that. You got that, Fred?
Got it.
Good. Let me have it. And I will attempt this mix that is very difficult. But I am not your average disc jockey.
Here you go.
All right, let me get the beat.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
When the vocal comes in, I'll hit some more. These cats love an intro. WCCC, AM and FM, Southern New England's best rock. Yeah, I got a little bit of Metallica here for you from their new album. Out of my way, out of my day.
That is such an ugly part.
There you have it. That's just for you, James.
Well, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is there any possible way to get on a list for the KC roast?
Oh, the KC roast is... Hey, Bob, how far in advance do you plan those? What day is the Daniel Carver roast?
It's the 29th, is Daniel Carver.
That's going to be nuts, huh? You put together some... We should promo that. Who have you put together?
We got. Let me go from the beginning. We got me, Shuli. We got Yucko. We got Judy Gold, Modi. We have Gilbert Gottfried. We have Earthquake, Lisa Lambignelli, Romance Harris, Quentin Hagg, a few black guys.
We loaded up with a couple of black comedians.
Yeah.
You think Romance Harris is a white guy?
Yeah, there you go.
Could have been Donald Trump's son, I don't know.
He's a wasp.
Romance Harris III.
Yes. And am I missing anybody on this?
Yeah, me, you piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, Artie Lang and Sal. I couldn't see you over the Devil Dogs. Corey Holcomb, too, yes.
Yeah. Oh, is he real?
Yeah.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's like 20 guys.
How did you say Lisa's name, by the way?
Yeah, Lisa Lambignelli will be...
Lampignelli.
Lampignelli.
Man.
Lampig. Lisa.
Don't you work with her?
Lisa. Yeah, but I don't know fucking names. In there,
you got some kind of like...
I say words I know.
You got some sort of like...
retardation?
Not retardation, but like maybe like dyslexia.
That's probably it.
Lisa Lampignelli.
Lisa Lampignelli.
Lisa
Lampignelli.
It wasn't even Peg, it was Lampignelli.
Her name is Lampanelli.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're going to have her, too.
Both of them.
Yes. Two people, Lampignelli and Lampanelli.
And then when's the KC roast, and will KC be able to actually show up for it?
Well, the KC roast is supposed to be April 20th. If we're going to do it in here, it's April 20th. If not, we can do it the day before. And if we're going to get KC in, I want to get him in like 2 days before that.
And lock him down.
Yeah, otherwise let's not do it.
Otherwise, I have a backup plan who will be roasted.
Oh, yeah?
Gary.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Casey called me last week.
Oh, yeah?
He's got a new number. He claims he has a car. He says he's better.
How did he get a car? I mean, all of a sudden.
I don't know.
Maybe he sold that watch.
You guys always talk over the good song Fred is playing. I always figured you know to like stop for a second.
Oh, we don't.
I didn't even hear the song.
I ain't homophobic. I ain't homophobic.
Nah, you kind of lost the beginning there.
Yeah. You think he'll snap, Casey?
I don't know. Hey, James.
When you come in and say Casey's got a car, don't you figure he's moved in with some woman or something?
Yeah, some woman's paying for that.
Yeah.
Hey, James, you're on the air. What did you want to say?
I'm still on the air.
I know. What did you want to say, though?
Oh, originally I wanted to say that with the Bubba show yesterday, I didn't know if I'm going to ruin it, what's going to happen with what you guys were talking about with the groupie coming on.
No, you're not ruining it.
Okay.
Now, there's this girl, I called in because it was really funny as hell. There was this girl that Bubba was talking to from the Stern Fan Network, and she's coming in for the roast, and Bubba's coming in, and she said she wanted to give oral to me or Bubba. And then Bubba said, well, you know, I'm a big star, and, you know, if you want to blow me, you've got to blow either Benji, Richard Christie, or Dan the Song Parody Man first. Which is weird, because if you're Bubba, I would think you'd want to go first.
Yeah, why would you want to follow that?
I don't know, but he was just negotiating with her. And then
helping out his buddy.
I heard this because he said in order to get me,
right,
you have to do those guys.
So then the girl ruled out Benji, claiming because he had a girlfriend. I think it's because he's big and fat. Yeah. And then
she was pretty upset with Richard Christie.
She agreed to blow Richard Christie, but she didn't know about Dong the Song Parody Man, Dan the Song Parody Man. So I called in to say that basically, hey, look at his nice hair. He looks like Cher, but with a big goatee.
How come they're getting blown and it's my roast? Somebody should be sucking my dick, I'm thinking.
This chick weighs 170 pounds, and she's 5'5".
Oh, you're kidding. I didn't hear the description.
Yeah, she's big and heavy. And then she was like, Howard, don't make fun of me. And I was like, well, I mean, you're kind of heavy. I said, what are you going to wear down to the roast? And she said she's going to wear a leotard. I go, honey, I'm built like a scarecrow. And I don't wear a leotard. You know, you gotta be kidding me.
What, are we gonna wrestle her?
Don't worry, by the way, Bob. Romont Harris is gonna blow you.
Hey, Richard.
I don't know if you heard, but I called in.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
After that, yeah.
No, I hung up because some guy was calling me. I had to run off the phone.
Oh, I basically told Bubba, no offense to that woman, but I'm not really into hefty chicks.
Yeah. I had a feeling you'd turn it down.
Yeah.
I think Bubba's going to be the only one getting blown that day.
She's no Sal, Richard.
Yeah, Sal's in shape.
A lot of guys I know, like, if a chick's fat, they don't care. Like, for oral, they'll take it from anyone. And I'm not like that.
Well, yeah, I know guys that'll bang anything. It's like,
you're looking at one over there.
Yeah, it's called Sacramento.
Well, blowjob is, you know, that's easy.
But I couldn't get aroused for a chick that I'm not turned on by.
Blue Iris, you're on the air.
I don't think you can get aroused for a chick.
Hey, Blue Iris.
I'm all excited. I'm coming to see you.
Yes. When are you coming in?
I don't know. Will's going to tell me after the show.
We want you to ride the Sybian.
Oh, God.
I know it. The orgasmic machine.
Yeah, do you think, how old are you? Because I'm wondering if you could even handle that thing. Didn't you just get out of the hospital?
She's going to throw it back out.
Yeah, but I'm okay.
Yeah. And
what did she have?
I had internal bleeding.
Oh, God.
Caused by a male nurse's cock.
I'm rubbing my mastectomy scar. Mastectomy. Whatever. Anyway.
Negligee.
My negligee.
Yeah, my negligee is okay.
I'm wearing my Lisa Lambignelli.
Is she going to wear her negligee on the
So, Blue Iris, what are you going to do? You're going to, first of all, you were in the hospital, and you said you had sex with some of the orderlies are there?
One of them.
Yeah, she claims while she was laying in the bed.
What a shitty job that is.
And that she was laying there.
I had sex with someone that had cerebral palsy, and you know it was a cure.
What?
It was
but
what?
It didn't stop.
You mean you fucked yourself?
No.
Wait, let me talk to you a second. When did you have sex? Were you making a joke, or you actually had sex with someone with cerebral palsy?
I had sex with someone with cerebral palsy.
While you were in the hospital?
A long time ago when I was in the hospital.
And you were in his chair?
No, he was in bed.
Oh,
I climbed in bed with him.
This was 1938.
No.
So when you were laying there in the hospital, if I remember the story correctly, you were in your gown, your hospital gown, and the guy came in. Was he a white guy or a black guy?
White guy.
How old?
35.
And you said he was a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
And he's looking at you.
Uh-huh.
I mean, no offense, you're kind of a mess.
How did you turn him on?
I mean, yeah, like...
Took your teeth out?
Her voice.
How did you, like, seduce him?
I didn't. He seduced me. He massaged me.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe he was a nurse.
Why? How did he must have picked up a vibe. Did you tell him you did porn and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. And you told him you do old lady porn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other kind could she do?
And he said, he might have thought she was a horse.
Pretty soon I'll be doing dead lady porn.
Fuck me before they put me to sleep.
Yeah, my leg's broken. They're going to shoot me. You might as well put me out of my misery.
They shoot horses, don't they?
So you're laying there in your hospital gown, and you don't look your best. I mean, you don't have any makeup on or anything.
Hell no.
Right. And, I mean, you probably have varicose veins and all kinds of crap going on.
I don't have varicose veins.
Yeah, but you're an older lady.
A stray hair out of your chin.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be hair growing out of your chin.
No, I don't have hair growing out of my chin.
Oh, please.
She shaves
my
it.
chest.
Did you have your teeth in when he was there in the room with you?
I have my own teeth.
Okay. Good. So
they're right next to you.
They're in the jar over there. So he walks in, you tell him you're in porn, so he gets the idea that you want him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, hey, what's his job, actually? Why was he in there?
His job's to come in and give me a massage.
Oh, it is? What
a horrible job.
To get your circulation going?
Yeah.
And when you have internal bleeding, where does one massage?
One massage is all over.
All over, the back, the buttocks?
Yeah.
So where did he start massaging you? What part of the body?
My neck first,
right.
and my shoulders.
Did he tell you have a sexy body?
Yes.
He did. He started talking dirty.
Yes.
This is for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this blind nurse, what else did he do?
and then like, you probably don't smell that. Oh, you said you could shower every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what do you say to him? My vagina hurts. Rub me there.
No, I said, hey, come on, let's fool around.
So what does he do then?
He said, okay. He shut the door.
And he ran out the other side?
He ran through the wall.
So we can only assume in a former life this man was Hitler.
So when he have a roast on April 20th, because that's Hitler's birthday.
Wait a second. So
exactly.
Are you a Hitler?
Why do you know that?
Yeah, why do you know Hitler's birthday?
Because she fucked him.
No way.
Are you a fan of Hitler?
No way.
How do you know his birthday?
I just do.
All right, so wait a second. So the guy closes the door. Is there a lock on the door?
No.
All right, so anyone could have walked in.
Yeah, but he closes the sheet around the bed.
I see.
That's a curtain.
Yeah.
Curtain.
And no nurses come in? Wow, he's got balls. And you had a private room?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he closes the curtain, he comes in, and what does he do?
He fucks me.
No, wait.
Boy, you're so subtle.
While you have internal bleeding?
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud. And at what point does he vomit?
He doesn't vomit at all.
Really? And did he use a rubber, or he just goes in bareback?
Bareback.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you something.
Man.
What position were you in? Was he on top?
Yeah.
Ugh.
And wait a second. Do you have to lube up because you're old?
No.
You can lube yourself?
Yeah.
All right, so then he climbs on top of you and he just pushes up your nightie?
Yeah.
So he didn't want to look at your whole body. That way you didn't have to
He pulled it up over her head.
Come on, you guys.
I'm asking.
That isn't very nice.
I'm asking.
We're just kidding. You know you're hot.
Did you give him $5 after?
For my age.
Sweetie, you're in porn. Obviously, you're hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're an old lady porn.
You're really hot for 80. You're insanely ugly for 20.
Now, Artie.
Wow. That was cold, right?
I'd like to see pictures of her when she was young, if she has them.
No, they didn't have cameras invented back then.
They got a sketch artist.
Yeah, we got
they got a sketch of her.
a drawing like the chick on the Titanic.
Of her blowing someone.
I have pictures.
When did you stop menstruating?
When did I stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, what decade?
1928.
I started when I was 10.
Yeah, but when did you stop? How many years ago?
I stopped when I was about 49.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
60 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100.
I remember liquor had just become legal again.
You can't really see a picture of Blue Iris when she was young because they didn't invent cameras, but they have cave paintings in Arizona somewhere.
She's really hot in hieroglyphics.
Look what I almost fucked by that cave.
Hieroglyphics, Howard. Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
All right, so the guy did you, and then did you ever see him again, or did he just run out of the place and never see you again?
I never did see him again.
Yeah, I guess it was a lot to...
Did you do anything for him?
No.
Give him a hand job?
No.
Did you put it in your mouth?
No.
He just climbed on top of you and did it.
Yeah, he was all hot to try.
I guess it beats doing the dead people in the morgue. This was a big change for him.
This is good to be on the second floor for a change.
Yeah, this one was alive.
What was this guy's other option?
I'm alive.
Yeah, it was either Blue Iris or Refrigerator 2.
Did he have diarrhea to clean up in another stall or something?
Yeah, he goes, yeah, either I go clean up diarrhea or I bang this old broad.
No.
So he only did it once. You never saw him again. Did you think that was unusual?
No.
Do you think word spread throughout the hospital that if you want a good time, go to Blue Iris's room? Did anybody else approach you?
No.
No, that was it.
Did he quit?
I don't know what happened to him. He went nuts.
It's probably some psychotic rapist.
I'm sure he went nuts.
Yeah.
If you listen closely, you can still hear his friends laughing at him.
Yeah. It's probably one of those old lady rapists, you know what I mean? And he thinks he raped her.
Could be.
Didn't realize she was willing.
Right, he goes in and pretends to be a nurse. And
were you hooked up to any tubes or anything?
Way.
Did you have? Were you hooked up to?
Yeah, I had intravenous. I had intravenous in my arm.
So while he was doing you were hooked up to one of those intravenous things?
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
Wow.
That's just an IV. I mean, that's just, the thing that has the drip.
You can just pull that out.
Yeah, I've never banged a chick on an IV.
Innergata to Venus, baby.
Where did he finish?
Poison ivy.
Christ.
Poison ivy.
Okay.
What's that?
Well, she's saying IV, so her idea was poison ivy.
You want to know where she finished, Richard?
Where'd the guy finish?
I can't wait to see Richard. He's my buddy. I love him.
Where'd the guy finish, Blue Iris?
When did the guy finish?
No, where?
He still has it.
He's still doing it.
He can never come again.
Where did he finish?
He finished outside of me.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't want to impress
2
you.
rooms down.
Right there, IV. No,
Rejuvenation.
Yeah, 2 doors down, he was running away from her.
He finished at the check-in desk at Bellevue.
No, really, where did he drop it all?
He dropped it off in my stomach.
Which one?
Did he clean you up afterwards?
No, I rubbed it on my face.
No wonder why you look so young.
Yeah. Oh, I love being on satellite.
That is probably the grossest, funniest story I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Come here, I'll make you look like a 20-year-old.
Did the guy say anything to you afterwards, like "thank you, ma'am," or did you just leave?
He said, "Wow."
Wow, I didn't know I was such a pervert.
Yeah. Did you clean his penis off with a wet napkin that you spit on?
No.
No. That's not nice.
Where'd that question
No, you know how
come
the
from?
grandmothers always wet the thing and they clean the dirt off of you?
No, I didn't know where you were coming
from. Let me put my hands up. All right, I missed one.
I knew that joke sucked because I didn't get hit in the face.
Iris,
So he finishes on your stomach, you rub it on your face, and he goes, wow, and then he just leaves the room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Did he kiss you?
Baby.
What?
He said, "Sleep tight, baby."
Yeah.
Did he kiss you during all this beautiful lovemaking?
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
He kissed my ear.
Oh.
All right, let me get this right.
It was laying right next to the bed.
He rimmed me.
He made out with my colostomy bag.
You couldn't switch positions, Blue Iris, because you were hooked up to the IV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he take your legs and try to put them behind your ears?
No.
Are you kidding? They're so brittle, they break off.
No, they're not going to break off.
Let me push your feet behind your head.
Oh.
You're killing me.
Sorry, they're going to have to stay there now.
Did he move your breasts and lick your feet?
I bet he never saw saggy boobs like that before, right?
No.
Right.
Was there any kind of boob play or anything?
No.
No. No. He was just a little kid.
Did he see a lot of hair down there? Because you hadn't probably shaved or anything, right?
No, I'm not shaved.
What's the matter? Are you afraid of a little retro bush?
Do you have a big, nasty bush?
I'm OG.
One time,
I said, do you have...
One time I shaved, and I couldn't walk for 2 weeks.
Honey, you can't walk for 2 weeks anyway.
That has nothing to do with the shaving.
I think if Blue Iris shaves, we're going to find the Lindbergh baby and Hoffa.
Honey, how much growth have you got down there? Is it like a wild bush?
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of like tumbleweed.
Actually, she's OB.
She's going to clog up the Sybian.
Yeah, you're not going to clog up the Sybian, are you?
Oh, God.
No, I hope not.
Are you get a doctor's clearance that you can ride the Sybian if you're internally bleeding?
I'm not bleeding anymore.
Right.
And but we need a doctor's pass.
Yeah.
You eat her out, you look like a young Julius Irving.
All right, baby. So when are we going to see you, Blue Iris? We're excited to have you down here riding the Sybian.
I'm free, anytime, except Monday nights.
Where does Blue Iris live? Is she a New Yorker?
Oh, California.
Oh, okay.
So I live in California, and I perform at the world-famous comedy store that Mitzi Shore owns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bob, have you ever seen her do comedy?
No.
Could it be any good?
I can't see her being good at fucking.
The Comedy Store in L.A. has like 18 rooms, so if you have a few friends, you can book a show.
Honey, do a minute of your act. 1 minute.
Do 1 minute?
Yeah, just do a minute of your act.
Okay. What do you want? A minute of my act?
Yeah.
That was funny.
It'll be easier fucking her.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be here. I want to complain about toilet paper. You can't open the damn thing. And when you open it, it's streamers. And it falls, half the roll falls on the floor. And then you roll it up, and it's 1 ply. And now you can buy them in 24 and really aggravate yourself.
All right, let me ask you something. Do you perform behind?
I can't say. They wanted me to go on that show, Meet the Strink.
Wait, what show?
Meet the Strink.
Oh, stop it. You're pulling our leg.
I can't meet the Strink. I don't say these words for a reason.
You've got definite dyslexia or something.
I don't know.
I don't even know if they have a name for what he's got.
I think they call people like him a strithead.
Meet the Strink?
Yeah. Kid Chris was making fun. I can't say Shrewsbury.
Can you say S-I-N-K?
What is it?
S-I-N-K?
S-I-N-K. What, sink?
Yeah.
I can say sink.
He can't say S-H's, apparently.
I can't say...
So how come you can say S-H-I-T?
I can say shit.
Right.
I can't say certain words that don't go right.
I see. It's got to be S-H-R.
S-H-R?
I can kind of say it.
Can you say S-H-R-U-N-K?
What was that?
S-H-R.
S-H-R.
U-N-K.
A skunk?
No.
Holy mackerel.
I got to write this all down. I got to write this down for the next road.
Wait a minute.
S-H-R-U-N-K.
Oh, strunk.
Strunk, yeah.
Strunk.
Fuck you, Artie.
Throw all your devil dogs out.
What do you think it is, like a speech impediment or something?
It's probably something like that.
He's a dumb fuck.
Yeah, you know what? Chris Rock has a joke. He said, what happened to dumb?
Exactly.
Everything's got a name.
Everybody's got ADD. What happened to kids who are dumb?
I might have a cliff palate.
Do you want the other fact?
Cliff palate or whatever.
Do you want the other fact about Bob?
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Do you know that Bob used to be a wrestler on cable access television?
No.
He was a pro
Tell him
wrestler.
what your name was.
I was the Heartbreaker Bobby Slayer.
What were you?
I wasn't good
The
at the wrestling.
Heartbreaker Bobby Slayer.
I used to wrestle, the fake wrestling. I'll get
Where's
you
the
videos.
real wrestling?
Okay.
Wait.
I did it because I did Vince McMahon's son's bachelor party. Me and
You lap danced him?
No. I blew him in that shit, and he goes, I think you can be a wrestler. No. I mean, I did the comedy there.
You were because you're not a real built guy.
No, but I thought they were going to hire me, Pat Patterson's like, oh, this and McMahon. They're like, oh, you're great on the mic, because, I thought I was going to get the mic thing and be able to take bumps. That's what I went to training. They get beat up a little in that, but then nothing came of it, and now I was just a 34-year-old jackass with tight pants on.
You know what? Because Bob's kind of like, what was that guy who used to do an impression of Artie, the guy who would marry everyone by the powers vested in me?
Eric Bischoff? What was
Eric
that?
Eric
by
Bischoff.
the powers vested in me by the WWE. Were you going to be like one of those guys?
Yeah, that's what I thought, because they were talking about it. I said, let me go to school for
And then
this.
you showed up, and they put you in the leotard, and you had to fight guys?
Yeah, well, then I did. I got I never got to talk to them again. Of course, they were drunk babbling like I babble to comedians. When they come near me, I chase them away. You know, that's basically what they were doing. And I just went to school. I did a few matches.
Hold on.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Hold on, Bob. You went in the ring and wrestled. Did you ever do that?
Yes, I did.
You had actual matches?
Like 3 or 4.
And what would happen?
Most of the time, I would lose.
Say shrimp again.
Shrimp.
But, Bob, were they predetermined, the endings? Or
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you knew what you were doing. You worked it out. You knew what.
So they were all scripted.
They were scripted.
Hey, Bob.
What is it, Benji?
Hey, Bob. What year did Chappelle see you do this joke?
It was recently. I mean, it was like...
Like, it was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Okay, because it's definitely on the Internet as of 1998.
I told you.
No, not you doing it. Someone just wrote it up on the Internet.
Okay, yeah, but I'm telling you, I've been doing that for years.
But it's not yours, then.
I've been doing that
What's the joke again?
For 15 years.
I beat my dick like it owes me
I used to open with that joke when I first came on stage. That was my opening joke.
I wouldn't even admit to writing that joke.
It killed.
It does kill. I've seen it kill, but I'm saying I never...
I beat my dick like it owes me money?
There must be some kind of context
I'm
we're
horny
missing.
tonight. I go, who's horny?
Actually, Robin, there isn't.
Shut up, Artie.
No, I'm saying, I just said I've been on the road with you. I see people laugh. I just don't believe you wrote. I think at some point you think you wrote it and you did.
You could go on Google Groups and find it archived as early as 98, but I'm sure if you go on like LexisNexis, you can
He's saying he wrote it in 97.
I'm telling you, no, I wrote it in
Google is stealing all your material. You should blame them, too.
Yeah, somebody would steal your fucking salad, you fat fuck.
What do you want?
I think my argument with Bob is...
What do you want, Sal?
All right. Bob also claimed the worst hack joke in the world. You know that joke, the only way you would have a funny bone in your body is if I stuck my dick in your ass?
That's what I said in the roast.
Yeah. Bob claims he wrote that joke.
No, I did not. I said...
wait a minute. Hold on.
You go fucking masturbate.
No, wait. Richard Belzer was roasting Chevy Chase.
That's what he
said that
stole.
joke.
Yeah, that's what he claimed.
My phone rings, and Bob goes, you believe that piece of shit just stole my joke?
Right. I don't care. I want to move on with the news. Robin Quivers.
Get out of here, Sal.
You hack.
You fucking loser. Go
all right, everyone's all charged up. Let's go to the news.
He isn't a hack. He's better than that. That's why I get mad at him for it.
I did not.
End of discussion. Let's move on. Robin, go ahead, please.
You know, we were just talking about manly men. I don't know how this makes Bill Clinton feel, but it's in the paper today that Hillary has now demanded the final say on any public statements he makes. She was embarrassed by a couple of things that happened over the last few weeks. The president sort of undermining her position when it turns out he worked for the Dubai World Ports and helped them write that agreement that was finally thrown out. And she was caught off guard. So now she says, look, I'm the boss. I'm in charge. And anything you say publicly should be sent to my office and approved by me first.
Yeah, and you know what? I would say, honey, if that's what's really embarrassing you, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of water under our bridge. And I would say no. You know what? I would just say to the guy, you say whatever you have to say. What's she talking about? What kind of man's going to sit there and take that crap?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to abide by this. He's trying to keep her happy. He wants her to be president.
He wants to keep fucking him.
Well, I also think if she's president, she'll be too busy to notice what he's doing elsewhere.
Absolutely.
By the way, there was an article in the tabloids this week based on the story told by...
If a woman says to me,
yes,
you got to keep your mouth shut, not say anything, I go, you know what? Why don't you just devastate them. Why don't you get naked, look in the mirror, and lose 15 pounds? And then they'll just shut up.
Then they skulk off and keep their mouth shut?
That's right.
You fight fire with fire.
I know how to teach a woman.
Well, there was a story based on our Johnny Russo interview in the tabloids this week, and they say Hillary hit the roof when she heard the story of Bill partying with Johnny.
I just want to say something.
In Australia.
I'm a Hillary Clinton fan. I support her bid for presidency. I know somehow I'm going to get tagged with the Johnny Russo. Johnny comes in here and says he was out screwing around with Bill Clinton. It's not my fault.
Well, it was funny because it was like, yeah, on the Howard Stern show. That's the first time we get attribution.
Yeah, great.
So they're going to stick us with that.
I think the New York Times headline was Gianni Russo, bigger bullshitter than we thought.
Hillary's dick was massive, and it had obviously been pretty once.
Well, they said in the article...
Bill Clinton wants to make a statement.
Okay.
He spoke out about his wife, and this is what he said.
All right.
Hillary's meaty nuts seemed massive and mysterious to me.
That's right. And then Bill Clinton said the following quote.
Hillary's tongue smells of Monica Lewinsky's box.
And then Bill Clinton went on to say at a press conference about this.
I eagerly awaited Hillary's meaty finger.
Right. And then finally he said this.
I eagerly awaited Hillary's period.
Oh, that was a surprise.
And then he further attacked his own wife.
I eagerly awaited the smell of Hillary's back door.
He revealed the following at the press conference about his wife.
I held my nuts on most days.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, what Hillary was upset about was she said that he had promised her there wouldn't be any more of these embarrassing stories while...
Hillary grew up to be a handsome, hard-working, fun-loving man.
Yes, she's making a run for the presidency.
Hillary was a meaty 21 inches.
On the wrap-up show, Bob Levy claims he invented knock-knock jokes.
I did. I'll argue anybody on this.
President Bush is out trying to drum up support and increase his poll numbers. So yesterday in his speech, he said Al-Qaeda is just waiting for the U.S. to leave Iraq.
They have told us they believe that we're soft and that with time we'll leave. And they'll fill the vacuum. And they want to plan and plot and hurt Americans.
And he said there was a Saddam 9/11 link.
I don't think we ever said, at least I know I didn't say, that there was a direct connection between September the 11th and Saddam Hussein. We did say that he was the state sponsor of terror.
Okay, so he never said that.
This isn't the president farting.
Meanwhile, Senator Joseph Biden says the Iraq war is Bush's war.
This war is Bush's war by his own definition. His presidency will be defined and judged by its outcome.
The debate goes on, however, as to what condition the whole country of Iraq is in. Here's Ambassador 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗂
Cool name. Yeah. It's better than Apple Paltrow.
I'll get you later.
I think it should be your new radio name.
𝗧𝗵𝗲. That's the guy who came down from Krypton in the second Superman movie and attacked Superman.
Really?
General 𝗧𝗵𝗲.
I think your new radio name should be Shrimp.
Anyway, 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗂 says the potential does exist for civil war in Iraq. Number 4.
To call it a civil war at the present time, I think, would be inaccurate. But the potential for increased sectarian violence is there, and terrorists are seeking to provoke it.
Meanwhile, what is going on in Iraq? I keep hearing stories that there is electricity, there isn't electricity, there is clean water, there isn't clean water.
What's going on is we want their oil.
Well, yeah, but we were supposed to be rebuilding the country. I don't think we've gotten very far. 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗛𝗂 is here with us again. He said electricity is good in some parts of Iraq and not in others.
In some parts of Iraq, the situation is better in terms of electricity than it was during Saddam's period. In Baghdad, the situation is not as good as it was.
As long as there's electricity in Jersey.
You don't care what's going on over there.
Hey, Bob, can you say mushroom?
Mushroom.
What?
I can say mushroom.
Yeah, he said it.
What's that say,
shrooms.
Mushroom.
Can you say shrooms?
Shrooms.
Shrooms.
I can't start off with it.
Shrooms.
Can you say shrivel?
Shrivel.
What?
Shrivel. Shrivel.
Can you say shred?
Shred.
Shred?
Shred.
Can you say Shrek? Did you take your kid to see Shrek?
We went to see Shrek.
Wow. I think he's putting
what
that
about
on.
Shrek? What about Shrek, too?
I can say strict.
All right, let's go, Robin. What else is in the
Yes,
news?
there was a big protest on the date of the 3rd anniversary against the war in Iraq. Did you feel that you should be out there? Did you feel anything? Was it just another day to you?
What day?
The day that it was this weekend that it was the anniversary of our 3 years in starting the Iraq war.
You know, anniversaries to me are something that you sort of mark because they're happy. There's nothing happy about what's going on in this war. I wasn't aware that it was the 3rd,
anniversary.
Yeah. In fact, I can't even believe we've been there 3 years. I think the war is a disaster.
But you're not compelled. There were only 1,200 people on the streets of New York.
We should have all been out there.
Benji should have been there screaming.
No, we should have all been out there. You're right. If you're saying...
Yeah, I felt, what am I doing? I'm sitting here, and this is still going on.
The only way that you will see protesting in the streets is if they bring back the draft. Yeah. And then the war will really hit home for every American. Right now we have a volunteer army, and most people are safe. Their little boys and girls aren't going off to war. As soon as you start drafting 18 and 19-year-olds, watch out, baby.
Got a revolution. It's going to be the 60s all over again. Old Howie's going to be out with a megaphone and a black armband picking up chicks, hippie chicks.
That's the only reason he'd go out.
Chicks who like to screw.
I'm going to write an angry letter to General 𝗧𝗵𝗲
Here's a protester, Mike Stover. He says he's out there even though the numbers are small because unless we protest, the war will escalate. Number 6.
I feel that if we don't protest this war, it's going to escalate and go on to another war with Iran and whoever else our military establishment wants to start a war with. And I don't want my sons being caught up in it.
Everybody, I want us to walk out of class at noon. I want seniors to form the front of the line for our moratorium against the war. You in the short skirt. The blue skirt. No, not the black skirt. You in the blue skirt, you join me here at the megaphone. No, not the one with the cellulite. Oh. You in the blue skirt with no cellulite. And I will command the line. Boy, I was jealous of the guys who got to hold the megaphone.
This time you're going to be the guy with the megaphone.
This time I'm going to take my rightful place.
Was that your move in the early 70s with the war shit?
We used to walk out of high school, and then we would protest the war by walking out. But the guys who had it all going on were the guys who got to hold the megaphones and wear the black armbands.
They got laid.
Yeah, they got laid. It was almost like they were the high school quarterback. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the position you wanted.
No, I was just one of the drones. I just kind of stood there. And
you made them look good.
I was happy to be out of class, and I got ordered around and bossed around, and I looked like a giant giraffe among a sea of hippos. My tall, lanky body and my head and my neck all sticking out above the crowd. Even then, in high school, I was so much taller than the other children. But if only I could have held the megaphone and said,
"You, over there, please get to the back of the line."
Girls would have loved me. Instead, some dickhead with a megaphone who got laid a lot would go,
"You, giraffe, go get me a cup of water."
Hey, who are you calling a giraffe?
Stop eating the grass.
You. Giraffe.
You're calling a giraffe.
Just shut up and get me water. Gunga
Humiliation after humiliation I suffered. It was horrible.
The NFL commissioner is stepping down.
He doesn't even care. He goes right to the next story.
What can I do? It's 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
I used to walk out of high school, too, but that was in the mid-'80s.
Yeah, you were playing hooky.
Is Grenada still going on? Anything?
NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, he's had the job since, the late 80s?
Well, yeah, since Pete Rozelle retired or died, yeah.
So here he cites his proudest accomplishment, number 13.
Number 13, Paul Tagliabue.
Turning around the relationship and building a strong relationship with the NFL Players Association would be the thing that I'm most proud of.
He's the man credited with increasing the competitiveness between teams.
Who, you Levy over there? No, he was an amazing commissioner. That's right. Salary caps, all that shit he made parody, completely in the NFL.
That's why you see the Super Bowl changing hands every year. And some reporter asked Condoleezza Rice if she would be willing to take over the role. Number 14.
Come on. Broad.
What does Earthquake say about Condoleezza?
Man, you ain't no Condoleezza. I can't even get a bitch to lie to my boss. He ain't sick. He's drunk. Give me that phone, bitch.
He's never heard of any woman named Condoleezza.
Never heard of a woman. I've been on this earth for 40 years. I ain't never heard no bitch named Condoleezza.
That guy's funny.
She went to Congress with that hairdo and lied to their face for her, man. I can't get a bitch to lie to my boss. He ain't sick. He's drunk. Give me the phone, bitch. You ain't no Condoleezza.
Well, what about Condoleezza?
She's over there somewhere. Number 14, I thought.
Thank you.
I heard. I'll talk to you later, Charles.
That was a shitty clip.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's not taking it too seriously.
Sure it's not Jerry Rice they're asking?
Robert Blake. He's in the news because he has a lot of money to pay back for that wrongful death lawsuit he lost to the family of Bonnie Lee Bakley, but he has said that he is completely broke as a result of all these legal fights he's had to mount in the last couple of years. His fortune is gone, and so now he has to go back to work. From what I understand, he is now working at a ranch.
Cleaning up shit.
Yeah, he's cleaning the stables or something.
Yeah, he'll have $32 million in a heartbeat.
He really saves, you know? Yeah. Another 50 years, he might have $1 million.
Works every Saturday.
There's no way he's broke. I saw a Beretta Marathon at Nick at Night last
Number
week.
9 is Blake talking about his life since his acquittal.
I've spent nights without sleep, wake up in the morning and just want to drive until the car goes off a cliff someplace and get into that horrible why me state. And then an hour later, poetry is coming to me. I want to go act. I want to go teach. I want to go dance.
Kill some bitches.
He gets into the why me. Why you? Because you did something stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he says he can always act. His acting chops are there.
A comic has to make people laugh no matter what the hell's going on in life. There are days when I'm hysterical, but nobody would ever pay me for it because I'm only funny when I feel like being funny. But I can act no matter what.
He's only funny when he feels like being funny. That means he could get paid for it.
Exactly. The thing is with Robert Blake, you never know what he's talking about. It's so great. He's always angry. He's always macho.
He's a little nuts.
Yeah. And here he is on acting versus prison.
As a prisoner, I suck. As an actor, they pay me.
Oh.
I'd put him in something.
Well, you better put something together soon. Here's how his last year has been, number 12.
The last year has been a very strange...
How come Cronin hasn't approached him for that dumb celebrity house? What's the name of that show?
Surreal Life?
Surreal Life.
I'm sure Cronin has. He'd be like a jewel in that.
How do you not put a Robert Blake in a room with China and see what happens?
He probably turned it down.
Robert Blake, I don't know. He'd do it, right?
I don't know.
Maybe not. I mean, I'm sure Cronin's thought of that.
I'm watching the new one. Tawny Katane, Sherman Hemsley.
Is it on?
Yeah, it started Sunday night on VH1.
Okay, I got to check that out because it looks, I mean, Tawny Katane and Sherman Hemsley.
Yeah, and then you got Alexis Arquette.
Do you hear that?
Who's a transgender. You got a lot of weird dudes. You got the guy from Smash Mouth who we hung out with at the Playboy Mansion.
Right.
Got CeCe DeVille from Poison.
Do you hear that, Bob? Sherman Hemsley.
You have Sherman.
Yeah,
well, that's not an SHR, Artie.
Whatever.
Man, if I was producing that show, you get Robert Blake, OJ, Saddam Hussein, and one of the daughters from The Cosby Show. Just for shits and giggles.
Let me tell you something. Tempest was fucking with me at the pool.
It'd be so good. I'm pitching that.
Well, Robert Blake would be great for the house. I agree. Also in the news, there's a new Godfather game out. Do you want to play Godfather the game?
Well, I know Artie would be great at it. He has it all memorized.
All I know is those are district, none of our paisan. I want you to go to California tonight. I want you to find this Jack Waltz. I want you to talk to him. And I want you to make sure Johnny gets the part in this movie. Now, if there's nothing else, I'd like to go to my daughter's wedding.
Artie has this entire movie memorized.
Yeah, it's so great. Oh, it's so great. I wish I had that ability to memorize The Godfather. It's just wonderful.
Here's James Caan.
We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to me for
counsel.
I can't remember the last time that you invited me to your house for a cup of coffee. Even though my wife was godmother to your only child. But let's be frank, you never wanted my friendship. And you were afraid to be my debt.
I didn't want to get into trouble.
I understand.
I understand.
You found paradise in America. You had a good trade, made a good living.
And there were courts of law.
There were courts of law. But you didn't need a friend like me.
But now...
But now you come to me and you say...
Uncle, give me justice.
Give me justice.
But you don't ask for respect.
You don't ask for respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
All you ask is murder for money.
You said you come into my house on the day my daughter's to be married and you ask me to do murder. Money.
I ask you for justice.
Ask you for justice.
That is not justice. Your daughter is still alive.
That is not justice. Your daughter is still alive.
You're going to suffer, Ben. She suffers. How much shall I pay you?
Pentaside.
Buonasera.
What did I ever do to make you treat me so disrespectfully?
Make you treat me so disrespectfully. If you'd come to me in friendship, then the scum
that ruined your daughter would be suffering this very day.
If by chance an honest man like
yourself can make enemies, then they would become my enemies.
And then they will fear you.
Be my friend.
Godfather.
Godfather.
Kisses his hand. Good.
Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me.
Until then, accept this justice.
Until that day, accept this justice
as a gift on my daughter's wedding day.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. All right.
You didn't throw him out.
Buonasera.
Give this to
Clemenza. Tell him I want reliable people.
Are we going to listen to the whole movie?
I'm willing to.
People aren't going to get carried away.
Listen to the whole movie.
Tell them I want reliable people who aren't going to get carried away. I mean, we're not murderers, despite what this Undertaker says. Come here, Johnny. You can. When Johnny goes, I don't know what to do, Godfather. You can act like a man! Is this what you come back to me? Some Hollywood Mensa for knuckle cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do? What is that crap?
Get a grip on yourself.
He goes, come here, get a grip. He goes, look at yourself. You look a mess. He goes, you spend time with your family? Yes. Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
It's weak. Anyway, if I had this part in the picture, it puts me right back up on top again.
Up on top.
But this
is great.
This man out there,
what's his name?
Give it to me, the head of the studio.
What's his name?
Waltz.
You know the guy's fucked.
He won't give it to me, and he says there's no chance.
No chance. I don't know.
No chance. Months ago, he bought the movie rights to this book, a bestseller.
I don't know what to do.
The main character is a guy just like me. I wouldn't even have to act. Just be myself. Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Can act like a...
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? Is this how you turn out a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do? What is that now? Look at You spend time with your family?
Sure I do.
Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
A real man. Sonny just comes in from fucking his mistress.
You look terrible. I want you to eat.
Should eat some.
I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood Big Shot's going to give you what you want.
Too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Let's just play the whole movie every
I tell you what, I could do that all fucking day. I watch it sometimes, I just do the lines.
I see.
You're good.
It's the best.
You got a real gift.
Only this time my father went back with Luca Brasi. And within an hour, he had the man's signature on the release for a certified check of $1,000. How did he do that? Luca Brasi held a gun to his head, and my father assured the man that either his signature or his brains would be on the contract. That's my family, Kay. That's not me. Why the fuck would you tell her that story? Over lasagna.
So she fucking stays in line.
Who's that guy there? Who's that scary guy there? It's Luca Brasi going, Godfather rehearse. And he goes, yeah, that's a very scary guy. That's my father's friend, Luca Brasi. He helps him out with business every once in a while.
All right, let's wrap this up, Robin.
Please. James Caan, he talks about the Godfather video game.
Think this is like the Army where you shoot them from a mile away, you walk up real close, and bada bing, you blow the brains all over your nice Ivy League suit. Come here. You're taking this very personal. Tom, this is business, and this man is taking it very, very personal.
Oh, He's so crazy. He says the Godfather game looks great.
It's astonishing. I mean, how...
I must have paid these guys a fortune.
Absolutely.
James Caan and Robert Duvall did not show up.
Robert Duvall is there.
Yeah. We're going to do some Bobby D. Here we go.
So I've been recreating scenes and adding new scenes as my character.
And you know, Bobby D didn't even show up for Godfather 3 because they wouldn't pay him.
You want a little Bobby D?
Yeah, a little Bobby D from the Godfather. Here we go, in honor of the game.
Now, what you have to understand, Sonny, that while this man is police commissioner, he is invulnerable. There is no way, no family has ever gunned down a New York police captain on the street. The Corleone family will be outcast. Even the old man's political protection will run for cover. Now, please, take this under consideration.
Amazing.
All right, I'll wait. We can't wait. We got to do this now. He's going to kill Pop. That's his whole thing. And then Clemenza goes, Michael is right. Well, what do we do? What do we do about this police captain, college boy? What do we do about this guy here?
Who's this, Pacino now answering?
Yes, Pacino. This is when Pacino goes to the dark side.
Yeah, what does he say?
He goes...
It's a crucial moment in the movie. Go ahead.
He goes,
don't leave us without this scene.
He goes, they want to meet, right? They want a meeting. It will be me, Sollozzo, and McCluskey, right? Okay. Set the meet. Now, I can't have a weapon on me because they're going to frisk me when I get there, so I can't have something on me. But if one of Tessio's men can plant a gun so I can get to it at dinner, then I'll kill them both. Nice college boy, huh? You want to be involved in a family business? What do you think? This is like the Army where you shoot them from a mile away. You got to walk up real close and bada bing, you blow the brains over your nice Ivy League suit. Come here, Tom, this is business, and he's taking it personal. He goes, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Sonny. Where does it say you can't kill a cop? Come on, Mikey. I'm talking about a corrupt cop. I'm talking about a cop who got messed up in the rackets and got what was coming to him. Now, we have newspaper people on the payroll, right, Tom? Yeah. They might like a story like that. They might. They just might.
Are we going to get in the car and go for the ride?
It's not business.
I hope so.
He goes, it's not business, Sonny. It's totally... He goes, it's not personal, Sonny. It's totally business.
Wow.
Bow. Take a bow.
You're good, man. That's awesome.
All right, Mike, I'm sorry about your jaw. Come on, I got to frisk you.
Oh, my God, you're at the restaurant.
Hey, Artie, if I set it up on channel 101 one night, would you do the whole movie?
I don't know if I can do the whole
Like Artie does The Godfather.
How long is that movie? Like 2.5, 3 hours?
I'm just talking about Godfather 1.
Yeah.
But the whole movie is long.
It's about
2 hours, 2.5 hours. I don't know if I could do the whole. I could do. You know what? I could probably do a lot of it. That's the joy of a misspent youth, right there.
An evening with Artie.
And The Godfather. The Godfather with Artie Lang.
Come here, Mike. I gotta frisk you. Come on. Try the veal. It's the best in the city.
Thank God.
I'll have it.
There are some other actors in the world. Vin Diesel is back.
Oh, he's some actor.
I'm going to speak Italian to Mike.
Me Guilty is in theaters now. It's a Sidney Lumet film. Here's Vin Diesel talking about transforming into his character, Jackie.
Can you speak the Italian that they speak to each other?
I'm going to speak Italian to Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead. And Sollozzo goes something like, Vira vara tu padre, bantale. Mira tu padre.
He is not speaking Italian.
He goes, do some out of respect to tu padre. But, tu padre. Pensa antique.
Do we have that scene? Because I know he
says tu padre pensa antique. That's what he says.
All right, let's go to Vin Diesel. Here we go.
Fuck Vin Diesel. You want Sidney Lumet? I can do Dog Day Afternoon, too.
No.
What do you got? What do you got?
Which
scene, though? That's a great movie.
Dog Day Afternoon is a great movie.
What do you got? Lay it out for us.
In the beginning, when he walks up to John Cazale and he goes, listen, I'm going to ask for a plane. We're getting out of here, warm climates, fuck the snow. What country do you want to go to, Sal? Wyoming.
A country.
Wyoming, Sal, that's not a country. He goes, I don't know, I like Wyoming. I go, you know what, I'll take care of it.
All right, here's Vin Diesel.
Attica!
I remember talking to Sidney and saying, well, I don't know how I'm going to look 50 years old.
You know what, man? After that performance, I can't listen to Vin Diesel. You are 50 billion times more talented than him.
How did he get this
Your
role?
one-man show just ruined Vin Diesel.
I understand.
Here, Vin Diesel discusses the importance of this film.
And how I'm going to look like.
Right.
His family would often tell me after he passed away that the film, the very making...
Oh, I'm going to go to sleep from this guy.
He's not doing The Godfather.
Yeah. Vin Diesel as The Godfather. Let's see him do it. Anything else, Robin?
The mother of Courtney Love has written a book.
Vin Diesel talks so slow. Let me speed up Vin Diesel, and then I could get through it.
Okay.
I remember talking to Sidney and saying, well, I don't know how I'm going to look 50 years old and how I'm going to look this character. But we have ways. We'll do it how there was 2 hours in the morning. Everything he was talking about.
Oh, that's great.
No, I love him.
That's fantastic.
Want to hear the second clip?
Yeah.
His family would often tell me after he passed away that the film, the very making of this film, somehow allowed Jackie to believe in people.
You know what I mean? It's better.
Oh, that's a million times
like
better.
Every word is like...
They should do that with the movie.
I remember talking to Sidney and saying, well, I don't know how I'm going to look 50 years old and how...
Where's Beetlejuice?
The woman who plays Pacino's wife in Dog Day Afternoon is the best, that fat broad. I don't know, Sonny. They're telling me all kind of crazy things, Sonny. You left me for a man. How does that make me look?
You know John Hine's going to jump off the side of a building?
Really? We're taking up all of his time.
We've done a 9.5-hour show here.
He did the freaking Godfather.
I read that. He doesn't do that. I read that in the newspaper. That's not him. He's a little crazy. He takes me to the rides, and he says, Sonny, he goes, get on and ride. And says, you're fat. I'm not fat. Look at me. I'm not fat, Sonny.
All right, enough. Let's go.
Courtney Love's mom has written a book. It's called Her Mother's Daughter.
Yeah.
It's called I Gave Birth to a Wacko.
Look what fell out of my cunt.
Here she talks about being, in her own words, an unstable mother to Courtney Love and her other children.
What number is that?
212.
212. My God in heaven.
Speed this up, too.
I don't have a 2.
Come on, you got a page 2.
All right, what's your name, Linda Carroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was focused, but I was also...
That's Courtney Love's mom?
Yeah.
She sounds pretty normal.
Lost. So I think that as a person, love is not enough if you have a child who's suffering from some kind of internal...
You know, moms shouldn't write books about their kids. That sucks. I wonder
Especially when the kids are so messed up.
Yeah.
My mother better not write one about me. That's all.
Robin, you better find a story that's more important than another Godfather monologue.
Okay. Jodie Foster's in the new Spike Lee film.
All right, that's important.
Come on, you could do that, or I could do the scene where he tells Mike he's going to get assassinated.
Yeah.
Here's Jodie Foster talking about Spike Lee.
It's my first film with Spike Lee, and
it's my last, goddammit. The man is insane.
I really just jumped at the chance. I mean, at this point in my life, I have to say that's the most exciting part of making movies is just hearing there's a director out there you've always admired their work, and you get to stand behind his shoulder and watch what he does. And he's somebody that's always fascinated me, and I've loved his...
All right, who cares?
I've been drinking a lot of wine.
Your life is perfect. Your life is perfect.
In other words, I get to do whatever I want.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Artie. Great job.
I never wanted this for you. I always thought it would be, when your time came, you would be the one to hold the strings. Senator Corleone, Governor Corleone, something. We'll get there, Pop. Yeah. Now remember, whoever comes to you with the meeting, he's the traitor.
Well, he knew everything that Marlon Brando did.
He did, thank God for him. He's the one who told him he would have went to that meeting with Tzio. He would have shot him in the fucking head.
I want to thank Bob Levy, who was brilliant today, too, even though he doesn't know any monologue.
I don't need any.
See Reverend Bob Levy this Friday and Saturday at Mardi Gras in Scottsdale, Arizona, baby.
The only thing Bob memorized was a joke book.
Oh, please. You see? Oh, he's going to get it. Wait till his fucking roast. Wait till his roast.
Fuck you.
You're going down, fat boy.
I'm pulling a Ralph. I ain't showing up.
Oh, you're going to suck a dick?
Oh. For tickets, go to votslive.com or RevBobLevy.com. That's exciting. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Benji. Robin, of course, my beautiful Robin, thank you. That was fantastic. John, you have the last word here in New York. Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Yes.
I just wanted to,
ask Artie. Artie, do you remember back in the probably the late 70s or around 80, they ran The Godfather on network television?
Yes.
Chronologically, right?
Yes.
Well, did you at the time? Not many people had VCRs, but I remember we actually had some ancient VCR and we recorded that. I'm the same age as you. And
brother, I got to take a nap, man. I thought you were going to make a quick comment. I didn't realize you're going to go on and on and on. I got to go. Steve,
I got the epic though, is what he's. I have it in chronological.
Steve, you're in Boston.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
How you doing?
All right.
Artie is unfucking believable.
Of course. I wouldn't put some slouch on the show.
Oh, that's got to go on in demand.
Not only does that have to... Artie with Beetlejuice?
Oh, my God. We got to dress Artie.
Yeah.
And the different characters. He can do the whole movie.
Artie will be doing a special presentation of The Godfather on demand on Howard television.
Like Brando, I'm going to stuff mozzarella in my cheek.
It's going to be unbelievable. He will do all the characters, including the female characters.
That's right.
Get your sprayer thing.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.
All right. Absolutely, Artie, you shine.
Yes.
Your argument with Beetlejuice today was among the best. All right, let's...
What's the matter, Carlo? Shut up and set the table.
Let me have the last word, if you will. I'm going to do some commercials.
Check out King Norris, Friday, March 31st at Cabin Fever, 76th in York, New York City, 212-794-2211, or cabinfeverbarnyc.com. To get a copy of Vertigo Blues CD, go to vertigobluemusic.com. See the Reverend Bob Levy and friends at Mardi Gras, Scottsdale, Arizona, March 24th and 25th. Call 480-970-5707. Don't miss the stand-up comedy of Sal the Stockbroker, Shuley, and the Reverend Bob Levy, Friday, April 7th. The Dun Ellen Theater, Dun Ellen, New Jersey, 732-968-9010 for tickets. And Saturday, April 8th at the Big Kahuna in Wilmington, Delaware, 302-571-8402 for tickets. And don't forget BenjiBronk.com.
Hey now, good morning everybody, what's happening? I'll try to be in a good mood. I was in the foulest mood yesterday. I mean, on fire, nasty son of a bitch. I don't know, I was just angry. You're not even going to believe what set me off. So you're going to laugh at me. You know what, I'm not telling you.
Oh. Well, that's a nice way to start off.
I don't want to be called gay when I tell you this.
Please tell
Because
us.
I'm so manly, and so, believe me, if you don't believe it, bend over now and I'll show you what I can do. All right? Never mind what you think.
You're talking to Robin.
Artie?
Artie, Robin, Fred, Benji, any of them.
All.
All of you. All of you.
Fuck everyone.
That's how manly you are.
I fuck your ass. And humiliate you and humble you. Isn't that
I will get you and I will fuck you in the ass. And I will make you humble.
So... I was just in a bad mood and tired or whatever. I don't know. I've been working out hard in the gym lately.
Mm-hmm. Do you start working out harder at spring because you're anticipating summer or something?
No, I do whatever the trainer tells me to do. So he got on some kind of mad tear and... I don't know, like, you know the kind of sore when you work out in the gym, like you can't even sit down on the toilet bowl?
Yeah, like even touching wherever you worked out hurts.
Yeah, and it's good. I mean, it's good. You're working, I've still got so much cellulite on my ass. I wish I had the balls to show it to you, but I don't even want to.
How could you have cellulite?
Oh, I have some, yeah. Sure. I won't even, like, after I make love to my fiancée, I back out of the room.
Oh, my goodness. You're such a chick.
Yeah. Well, she taught me that. She backs out of the room. I go, you got a good ass.
Yeah, but you're a guy.
She's supposed to. Guys are not supposed to care about that. You're a guy.
You're supposed to walk around, throwing your towel away.
Yeah, but I thought, like, if she's hiding her, maybe she's saying, gee, look at his hideous ass.
Oh.
Maybe I don't want him to see my hideous ass.
It doesn't matter what they think.
Oh, no, I don't know. I do care.
If you're a man.
If you're a man, you don't care what they think.
You know what I do? I give the chick an extra 50 and say, don't care about my ass.
So I was particularly, just irritable yesterday. Maybe it was from the workout or whatever, I don't know. And then there was some business stuff going on where I had to get involved, and I hate getting involved. I just never want to be bothered.
Right, I understand that.
It's just like, don't tell me your problems, just get it done. I'm that kind of guy. Mm-hmm. Like, I was at work today. I had a lot of problems.
Didn't call you.
I didn't call anyone. I took care of every single fucking problem. People call me with their problems.
This is your job. Take care of it.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. Enough already. Don't make me solve your problem.
I'm not an expert in your business, and you're not an expert. I don't call up my fucking plumber and say, how do I do the show tomorrow?
It's a plumber? No.
So.
Hello, you.
Right. So anyway, I get home last night, and I have on my TiVo Dancing with the Stars. I've got American Idol.
Yes.
And I have one of my favorite shows of all time.
The Bachelor.
No, I have The Bachelor, but one of my favorite shows of all time is this, where they lose the weight.
Oh, Biggest Loser.
Biggest Loser. I love it. I love The Biggest Loser.
He loves watching those tubby people work.
Yeah, and Beth had said to me last week, I don't think we saw Biggest Loser. I said, no, it would be on my TiVo. Well, for some reason, my TiVo takes out, it doesn't record.
It has priority.
It has priorities. I don't know which. It doesn't tell you when you're setting this thing up the priority. And all I know is I don't have The Biggest Loser from last week. I missed a whole week, and it set me off. I couldn't calm down. Beth goes, get into bed and shut up. I go, I can't believe I missed a week of Biggest Loser.
You got this upset?
Yeah, I get so upset. And then American Idol the other night I didn't have because Dancing with the Stars was taping on both channels, so I fixed that. And
why was it taping on 2 channels?
I don't know. I must have programmed it on 2 channels, and I didn't have American. I missed the first contestant.
Why would you think this would be gay?
The whole TiVo is gay. Have you heard what's on it?
I get crazy from
TiVo's HIV positive.
I know, because sometimes they send you a note based on what you watch and what shows you might like. They said, when the gay channel comes, we'll contact you immediately.
You must have a lot.
Is that true?
Yeah, they wrote me a note and said, obviously you would enjoy the gay channel.
You must have a lot of Lifetime movies scheduled from your suggestion.
Even the mail that TiVo sends me, you and your life partner would probably enjoy these following shows. Anyway, so when there's a conflict with the TiVo, and I just don't feel like working it out,
Well, there is a section of your TiVo that has numbers, and it shows you where you put everything in order. Yeah. And the higher the number, the higher priority. And it will, skip over something lower if those two conflict.
Yeah, that's under your season's pass, I know. Yeah. But, I mean, what am I going to do?
Do you have the TiVo that gets 2 channels at once?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But you should check and see, because the new one...
I thought I did.
He said he got it. He recorded American Idol on both of them.
Yeah. At the same time. No, I don't have that. I don't think I have that.
You don't?
I like the old school TiVos. I don't like the new DVRs.
Why?
Because I can't. I don't want to learn a new interface.
No.
You're getting like
I'm
your
talking
dad.
about...
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can't take it.
It's a TiVo. It's the newest TiVo. There's nothing new to learn. It looks exactly like the old TiVo. Right. It just records 2 channels at once.
I know, Gary. I can't even explain it.
But there's nothing new. You would never, if I put it in your house, you would know.
I know. I don't know what I have.
Do you have more than one TiVo?
I'm so aggravated. Yes. I have TiVo for my satellite and TiVo for my cable.
Oh.
So I have 2 separate things.
And so you should have actually 4 opportunities to tape.
That's right. And out of the 4 opportunities, I scored 0. So I missed this chick who I believed is so fat, but I believe when she gets skinny, she's going to be hot.
Right.
I missed seeing that.
Missing a week won't...
And it was makeover week.
Oh, you love makeover.
I love when they take fat people, thin them down, and make them over. It's my favorite part of the show. And I missed the whole fucking makeover.
I saw a little bit of that. Just tooling around the dial last week, them twirling around in their new outfits.
Yeah. I look forward to that, okay? Sorry, Artie.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Not eating myself to death. Now I'm mad at him.
His ass doesn't hurt from sitting on the toilet.
I think you're aggravated from the workout.
Yeah, I probably was. Because you know what? My shoulders were achy. I had a headache. I was just out of sorts,
I was thinking, I said yesterday, Artie ought to join my gym and go with me. I'll go to the gym with you, Artie.
You don't want that.
Oh, wow.
You can run with me and my running coach.
I get to hear your long stories.
Oh, I won't talk. I don't talk when I'm working out.
Artie's shoveling the food in right now.
I know. Right now, he's filling the furnace.
How about getting here 5 minutes earlier and eating before you go?
What happened?
I don't want to hear
it. First of all.
Please, no.
You...
Honestly.
It's your show, and I know, but...
It's your show, too.
You talk with your mouth full all the time.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
For 1 second, I don't eat during Robin's newscast.
You know, the burp and the burp.
Right, that's funny for a second.
Right, I know, but so I'm being funny for just a second.
A second? For first hour of the show, you can't even get a word in.
You know what's funny?
I got to figure out this because the bagel stop doesn't open till 6 a.m., so the intern can't get in there. And then but I guarantee you can find the bagel shop that opens at 5:30.
Don't worry about it.
I'm mad about this, too.
What's funny is you can always tell when he's eating, because when he's not eating, his head is up.
Right. Well, there's a tape of Artie, which I told him he should play at his live show. There's a tape of Artie where they sped up all his eating, like it's on high speed. Mm-hmm. And because he looks like he's trying to hide his eating from the camera, but can't. And believe me, I'm the same way. I mean, I hate that I have to eat here in front of the camera, but I refuse to let him speed me up. I ain't looking at that. I'll throw up. I hate eating. I wolf everything down, and on high speed it must be gross.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine when you were eating that rice and chicken dish, what that must look like if it was sped up?
It can't be more gross than what I look like. I mean, I really do find it funny, though. I don't know. It's
and I hate eating. Like Gary stands there and watches me, and they all do John Hine and J.D., and I'm just like, I just want 3 seconds to eat. But there's already eating. Looks like a rat.
Yeah.
A beaver. I see him, he's building a dam.
Yeah, he's busy beaver. He's hiding. His eyes are going around.
My eyes just went cross-eyed, I think, from eating. I'm delirious.
I think you go into a coma. We got to release this tape. Is that on Howard TV?
That is fucking pathetic.
It's the greatest tape ever.
Oh, my God.
But this looks like a new one because you're eating the wrap.
You notice you do a little head spin before you start eating?
I have a style.
You're so delicate with that sandwich.
Honestly, Artie, when you look at this tape of you eating,
I find it funny.
Are you like, oh, my God, I'm like the grossest guy in the world?
Well, I mean, I sort of knew that already.
It's so funny because...
At least it's funny. What's real funny about this is, as I'm doing that, I think Ryan Felipe's talking about his career.
Yeah. And then the napkins and the wiping the fingers. And
he's very busy.
I got to tell you, and he's moving the microphone.
Yeah.
And he's hiding.
I know, he's ducking down. That's why I love it when he eats, because I notice he's hiding.
Like these microphones will hide me.
Yeah. It's like you're moving the microphone so you don't actually eat it.
Yeah.
It might get caught up in your eating.
You might bite it.
But butter on this mic, I'd eat it.
But the funny thing is that, you talk about, like, that could have set me off, too, yesterday, opening up the Daily News, and it was an article about how ugly I am.
Yeah, that could have set you up for a bad day.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. That must be what I mean, deep down, I bet that's what it was.
Maybe. Then Sal goes out on the street and shows people the picture of me and Beth from the paper.
And what was the question?
The question was, take a look at this guy. Do you know who he is? And, do you think he's bad looking? It's just so crazy. Listen to this. Here are women on the street looking at that picture from the Daily News of me and Beth and commenting. Here you go.
All right.
What do you think of this man's looks?
Ugly. Too much hair, wrinkly forehead, scrawny-looking chin.
Do you know who this man is?
Isn't that Imus?
It's Howard Stern. This is his fiancée. What do you think of her?
Beautiful.
And why do you think she's with him?
For his money.
Sheesh.
First of all, I contend that woman knew who I was, because why would she guess Imus? Like, in other words...
Nobody knows Imus.
Right, exactly. In other words, she knew it was a radio guy.
Yeah.
Bitch. I don't mind if she thinks I'm ugly. Just don't say you don't know who I am. Fucking liar. All right. Anyway, here's the second. It's one after another. There's only one woman they found who thinks I'm handsome.
Did they just take the negative?
I don't know. I think that's all there was. By the way, Artie eating will be on Howard TV tonight.
All right.
What do you think of this?
Howard Stern?
Right. What do you think of Howard Stern's looks?
I think they are quite ugly.
Now, in today's paper, it said beautiful women are marrying uglier men, and it makes for a better marriage. That's his fiancée. What do you think of her?
Obviously, she's much better looking than him, but I don't think that's why people marry each other.
Why do you think she's marrying him?
For his money and fame.
Would you marry Howard Stern for his money and fame?
No.
Boy, oh boy, and it gets worse.
What do you think of this man's looks?
He's horrible looking. He's disgusting.
I
don't like him. It's Howard Stern, and I think he's a pig. I don't think he has a nice-looking face. It's unattractive.
I don't want to... In today's Daily News, it says, beautiful women are marrying uglier men, and it makes for a better marriage. What's your opinion on that?
Maybe the woman thinks the husband won't leave her. Then the woman feels more...
Oh, I'll leave her.
That she has power over the man because she's more attractive, and he wants somebody on his arm that's attractive looking. It's like his, trophy wife, showpiece.
No, that's true. I told Beth she got to look good. I said, I'll marry you, but don't change.
Boy, a bunch of
vulgar
in this city.
Yeah, a bunch of horrible women live
I can't believe they're so vicious.
Oh,
cunty.
Right.
What do you think of this man's looks?
I hate him in every way. He's so vulgar.
And
that's how you make money, to be vulgar.
Well, what do you think of his looks?
I don't even watch him anymore. I don't even want to hear about it.
Really?
Just let him go and leave me alone.
It gets worse.
What do you think of this man's looks?
I don't like his looks. Not at all. He looked like a throwback from the hippies.
He needs a new look. Change his hair. I think he has an old look about him.
What do you think of this man's looks?
I think he's seen better days.
No, I haven't.
Pretty ugly. I don't like his looks at all.
Outdated. Totally out.
The one who says, I think he's seen his better days, I was like, this is my better day. I mean,
you finally blossomed.
Yeah, this is my blossoming.
That's true of a lot of guys.
I recognize one of those voices. I think it's Beth.
Oh, stop.
I'm not kidding. Disgusting. Outdated.
Beth's mother.
All right, there is, in all fairness to me, there is a woman.
What do you think of this man?
There is a woman who thinks I'm attractive.
All right.
What do you think of this man's looks?
Oh, I think he is the most handsome man. I really do think he's very attractive.
Thank you.
I do.
Okay,
I do.
I think that's great. And do you like Howard Stern?
I do like Howard Stern.
And
the last time he was on David Letterman, he was hysterical.
Thank you.
In today's paper, it says, beautiful women are marrying uglier men, and it makes for a better marriage.
Yes.
What's your opinion on that?
I don't think that makes any difference at all. I think what makes for a better marriage is the two of them love each other, respect each other, and care about each other. And they're just good friends and good lovers, and there you go.
What a lovely woman.
Yeah, really.
Well, look, I've got to be honest. Obviously, if you hear that many people on the street say you're bad looking, you got to accept it, and that's it. I mean, there's no... I will tell you, Beth always thought I was bad looking and met me in person and thought I was much better looking.
See, they haven't seen you in person.
Yeah, I think if we could bring those ladies in here, especially the one who ran away.
Leave me alone.
Did you hear her car pulling out? She couldn't get out fast enough. Yeah, you should add that in, that screeching car noise. Wait, I'll play it.
What do you think of this man's looks?
I hate him in every way. He's so vulgar.
And
that's how you make money, to be vulgar.
Well, what do you think of his looks?
I don't even watch him anymore. I don't even want to hear about it.
Really?
Just let him go and leave me alone.
They're still trying to remove the tire tread.
Yeah. So I think there's got to be some truth in it. Let's face it. I mean, if that many women find me gross.
People are just horrible.
Yeah. But I don't care. So, you know what? I'm banging a hot chick.
You're happy.
Deal with it.
They're miserable. They're jealous of you.
I mean, I was at the point, until that article came out, I was at the point that, like, I'd walk into a restaurant and Beth and think, I'm a pretty good-looking guy.
I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd look at her and I'd go, wow, look who I'm with. I must be hot. I remember one night before Billy Joel met his wife, he was single, so I introduced him to a girl. And we were sitting at the table, and this was before the girl showed up. I'm sitting there next to Beth, and he, of course, is looking at Beth, not me. In fact, whenever I ask him a question, he answers Beth. She's not even asking the question. You know what? Like one of those things where he's just staring at her. And then at one point, he just looked at me and he went, I don't get it. I go, what don't you get? He goes, well, you too.
Oh.
And I go, you're kidding me. I said, what kind of fucking deal? Then I got up and left. It insulted me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're still friends.
Howard?
How many friends do I have? That was a nice comment. Yeah.
Did you ever return the favor when he met his wife?
Oh, listen, he's a good-looking guy.
Oh,
where?
Oh, stop it.
Dude,
I mean, I don't think he's hideous,
They had a picture of him in the paper the other day.
Come on. You're being rough. You're being rough.
Like somebody's grandfather.
Stop it.
In fact, he's looking a little Uncle Fester right now.
Listen, there's a lot of guys.
Light bulb in his mouth.
There's a lot of guys who aren't attractive who have attractive wives.
Well, it's weird he would say that.
In fact, Billy could enter the contest.
I thought that, yeah, exactly. I thought that I was, okay looking. Look, I figured I'm not horrible. But, listen, you got to listen to the people. Yeah. Those women have, they don't know me. They're being honest.
But Billy Joel's saying that when he was with Christy Brinkley, he was the king of that. I don't get
He was kidding around with me. He was commenting on him and Christy and all that. He wasn't being an asshole. I'm telling you, if he was being an asshole, I would have been an asshole right back at him. But, look, let me tell you something. That's the story, and you accept it, that's all. That's the end of it. Let's never talk about it again. Let's go back to pretending I'm hot.
This story couldn't go away fast enough.
Robin knows there are a lot of girls out there who want me.
Absolutely.
That's right.
They're fighting to get in here.
Well, I think everybody...
That's hot.
Everybody at Sirius is going to think you're hot for at least another 2.5 more years.
Thank you. See? I have 2.5 more years of everyone in Sirius thinking I'm hot.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, or they're fired. Robin, do a poll today around Sirius and see which women think I'm hot, and the ones that don't are fired.
I'm starting